listen first and like trust but verify and like this whole setup. Like they've just drilled that into me, um, and so to avoid those types of knee jerk reaction mistakes because I was like that initially. I would shoot out an email and be like, bitch, let me slap you in the face for that one," and then I'm like, "Ooh, damn, I fucked up." So I learned from these guys like, so it sucks to have not nothing against your boss, but it sucks to have a boss that isn't like that. That doesn't have that trust but verify or like let's take a step back. You know what you just reminded me of? I just watched that Key and Peele of when they're in the when he's in jail and he keeps talking to jail the guard to open the door and let him go and he keeps getting out. Have you seen that one? Oh, dude, it's so fucking hilarious.
His boss sucks, so does mine.
Yeah, he's like the police guard. Well, the guard is like he's like, "Yo, man, I shouldn't be in here," and he's like, "Oh, you right," and he like opens the door and he gets out and they catch him and they put him back in and he goes, "Oh, you're not gonna trick me this time," and he goes, "I wasn't trying to trick you." He's like, "You weren't trying to trick me?" He's like, "Nah, man, I wasn't trying to trick you." He's like, "Oh, okay," and he opens the fucking gate again and lets him out. It's like a whole circle thing. It's pretty funny. Fuck you. It's hilarious. Just staring at me like I'm fucking talking to me. Fuck. Fuck. Fuck.
You don't want people staring at you. You shouldn't be on the internet.
All good, man. What, babe?
I said, you don't want people staring at you. You shouldn't be on the internet.
But stop staring at me, woman. She just flipped me off. Hmm. Anyways, how's your I know how your week is going, Kenny. How's your week going, Billy? Oh Lord. I I like your I see you making progress with that head mannequin thing with the chainmail. It's pretty cool though. Yeah.
Another one. Fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
Holy shit. Hey, I'm trying to work the opposite way here. I've been working out every day. I've been grinding away. Yeah, not get the middle one. Not the ultimate, the middle one. Yeah, this the ultimate is like nothing really more that you're getting for it. So, but the deluxe, yeah, Nathan and Noah have been playing it. It's live already. The beta's out. So once you download it, you can start playing it. Although, uh, don't start playing without calling me because I know you're gonna start playing it and then you're gonna quit in like 2 minutes because you'll be like, "Fuck this game." I'm not over 40, sir. So, fuck you. Fucking Billy. I, I get, my biggest thing is I'm lazy. So, I get, if, oh yeah, that's why I just been doing it. That's my biggest thing all my life is I've been lazy. Like I can get fit fairly quick if I just do it, but I get so like I'll get like 7 months in of straight working out and I'll like notice a huge difference and then I get lazy and I stop and then one day goes to 2 days and 2 days goes to a week and a week goes into a month and then a month goes into like exactly. Yeah. For me it's just lift. Well, I have a I've what I mean, I always had like a workout regimen. So the way I do it is I do split days, and then I start off with like 4 sets of 5, and then the next week it'll be 4 sets of 6, and then 4 sets of 7, and then 4 sets of 8, and I go all the way up to about 4 sets of 12, and then I go all the way back to the beginning again, and I start at 4 sets of 5, but I up all the weight by 10 pounds across the board, and then you start it again. My yeah, my I've since high school I've had a is it like a no since high school yeah since high school I've had like a size was it like 32 neck or something like some stupid neck I don't even know my fuck you Kenny you fucking stupid head
Tell him it's no neck this way and wide neck this way.
fuck you I love you babe my wife's talking shit to me
But you see mine? Look.
does this look fat on me no your face does this help me make my head look big? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh my god. No. No, I haven't watched all his movies, but he's a pretty fucking hilarious guy. Didn't he just die from obesity? Oh, really? I didn't know that. I thought Chris Farley. I thought it was just. Mm. God damn. Drugs are bad. I mean, unless you want to, but that's on you. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. You know what I'm realizing is no one can fucking hear you. This whole time.
You could have done drugs with friends.
I'm sorry,
he
chat.
He could have
I-
called fucking Sandler and said, "Dude, I'm in a bad spot." Boom.
That
problem
whole
fixed.
conversation, it was just me talking. No one heard anybody. The fucking muted.
No.
Man,
You know why?
You're such a noob. at this.
No, it's your headset thing here.
No,
Because you can choose
every
between
fuck-
game, voice, or
every
voice, and I
Every
was
week.
had playing the game earlier, and I didn't change it back to voice.
Every week there's some kind of issue.
You know what? Fuck you, kid. I don't
Yeah,
want
it's
to be
alright,
your
dude.
friend. It's fixed now.
But-
Fucking
Watch.
11 minutes later.
Watch Kenny
although-
fucking do the research on Google right now how to fucking work your editing software inside and out, and then come fix it for you.
That won't
No,
happen.
I don't know how to use fucking
Yeah.
Alexa, dude. I suck.
He's good
Stop
with
saying that word.
yeah. He's great
Alright,
with
sorry.
he's great with mechanics and engines, but he don't know shit about technology.
I just want to turn it on and I want it to
What
go.
up, light it
Like,
up?
I
How
don't-
you doing, man? It does.
Hey,
I set up
hey,
Cassie's in like
Rust-
2 seconds.
Rust sucks. I'm just
Rust
letting you
is
know right
fucking
now.
awesome, dude.
I'm sitting at this loading screen. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Are
I
you
t- I
still
told-
smoking that shit?
I told you not to play it until I walk you through it because you're 2 seconds in, you're gonna be like, this fucking sucks. It's a fucking
you were
great
right.
game. It's a great game. You just don't know how to play it.
Alright.
It's a very complicated game.
Oh, I don't need any more complicated in my life right now.
You need lots of complicated to get off your mind off other shit.
You know, I wish I could smoke some weed, but I'm probably gonna have to pee in a cup again soon.
He thinks he's gonna get fired. This guy.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think I'm gonna get fired, but I do think that I'm on somebody's shit list, and I'm gonna get a very stern talking to.
If you're following orders, you're following orders. That's her fault.
No,
Although you probably
I'm
should have
sure-
said something and been like, "Wait, you know what? I don't know."
yeah, but you know what? I didn't know. You don't know what you don't know until somebody tells you. So, and it is what it is. I'm not worried, but I don't want to get fired. But I am definitely going to start looking for another job.
You know, Kenny. That's kind of how normal jobs work, right?
What?
You're not fired yet, but you look for another job before you get fired.
Your
Or
new seats, they
before
look
you
fresh
quit.
as fuck. What seats are you talking about? Light it up. This on.
It's what is it? It's 5 weeks. So 5 weeks before you quit a job, you find another job, and then you give it a 2 weeks notice. 2 weeks after that, so you have a week or two to really think about it, and then tie up loose ends when they come up, because they do.
Yeah. You know what? You know what I noticed though when I was doing my initial job search. Just reviewing or researching the people that would be interviewing me. I'm like, these people haven't worked in a job for more than 2 or 3 years. Like some people
Yeah,
jump
a lot
around
of- that's-
Sure.
every year.
You've been out of the
Like,
job.
different companies. I'm
you-
like, what?
you-
I didn't.
You've been out of the
I
job
didn't know
market
that
a
was-
long time, dude. They don't.
Yeah,
They're-
I've never been in the job market.
Okay,
Like,
so so
the
the
last job I had before I joined the Coast Guard, I
so
think
careers
I worked at the mall.
so careers nowadays are not like they used to be. Careers
No.
are every 2 years, 3 years, people jump from one company to another company to another company. It's rare that you find a job in a company that people work 20, 30, 40 years at and stay in that one job.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
So
I
if
didn't know.
If you look, a lot of people talk about solar turbines and Caterpillar and stuff like that. That's one of the things they talk about there. That's why they call it a good job, because people work there and they work there 20, 30 years. I'm there 10 years already working there.
Yeah.
I'm on my way there fucking working.
Yeah.
I'm there 10 years. This is all I got is a stupid fucking a stupid fucking pin that they gave me.
Careers used to, yeah.
I got a stupid fucking pin.
Careers used to mean like a certain company. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
would work for a certain company for
till you
years on
retire,
end, and
yeah.
that was your career. You retire with that. Now a career is a field,
What up,
and
Mr.
you work for
Knives?
several companies.
Exactly.
So you work in a
yeah.
certain field, and you work for several companies.
Yeah, and
throughout
as you
the year.
gain
And the point is
experience,
to
you
get
move
a
over.
higher wage. Yeah, you're day trading with your fucking pay, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of how. Unfortunately, that's kind of how it is these days.
We need to get
That's
this
why I love
thing
line of
going,
work
like
because,
ASAP.
there's
I
never any
don't have to work
tolerance.
anymore.
Damn,
I'm
dude,
always
that
over
seat,
All my time.
that seat does look good, man.
Devote all our time to the cause.
We're not gonna take it. No, we're not
Not
gonna
gonna
take
take
it.
It is a definitely a different time for business and industry. I
Yeah.
mean, for fuck's sakes, like, man, most of the money I made this week is off of Bitcoin on my ass, and is more money than a buddy of mine worked at the theater that I used to work at. Like, I surpassed his paycheck just with Bitcoin.
That's
Pretty sad. It's pretty sad for him, though. It's pretty sad for the working
Oh,
man. It's
yeah.
like, oh my god. And they're driving back and forth, spending gas. That's not included in your paycheck. You know, things like this. I'm seeing a big change. I mean, I found a new hustle. Basically, it's like all the hustle's online, man. The money's online. You just got to know how to use it.
Matt West, what's the good?
I need to learn
He's
how to buy
motherfucker.
Bitcoin. I have no idea how that shit works.
Yeah, don't even try to start explaining it. Not gonna
What
work.
was I gonna say?
It takes time. I'd be glad to sit down with you, but like we're talking like an hour a week for a couple weeks before you even start to kind of get it.
How's everyone in the side chat doing? Hopefully, you guys had a good week.
I just want to put like $1,000 on something and then forget about it, and then one day wake up.
You don't do
and be
that.
like, Yo,
You don't do that with Bitcoin. You do that with bonds, dude. You just go buy
Oh.
some. Go take $1,000 and buy some bonds, and that's what you do.
It just all depends on what you're wanting to do. There's like a whole bunch of different ways to trade. It's taken me like I'm serious, like 2 years messing with Robinhood to actually realize, oh, okay, to where I made a trade and made money and like, oh, okay. It's just one of those things. It's one of those things like motorcycling.
5
Like,
years at
it
HF
takes a second.
Tools.
All of a sudden, you
Nice.
find your equilibrium, and then you realize
you just
how
gotta
the
understand how it works.
combustion-
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and then after a while, you realize one day you understand how the internal combustion engine works, how fairings fucking work, the different sides that people and the different ways people thread their fucking bikes, and you just know it all, right?
Did I not
That's
send
the
it to Bobby?
market.
You just start
The
to
market
get it.
is exactly like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes a
Getting
minute though, but you have to. But just like motorcycling, you're not going to learn it until you buy a bike. So buy some Bitcoin.
Yeah, I'll download that
Once your
Robinhood
money-
app and just fuck with it for a little while. I'll see.
Right. Once your money's in there, you have no choice but to pay attention. You do. You're just like, it's money. You know, my money's up in there.
Good, but it's hot as fuck.
Dude, I had to turn the AC on today.
Oh yeah, I had the AC on today too.
I got up to 81 degrees in the house, and I was like,
Just
damn,
now?
I'm cooking.
Yeah, we just.
Goddamn, boys.
Well, it was
I
cold
turned
last
the
week.
AC on. I turned the
Yeah.
AC on 2 weeks ago when the average temperature was 68 outside.
Oh, that's
I
still cold.
turned,
That's still cold for us.
oh, it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
No,
we
it was
65 for fuck over a week, man.
Yeah,
High
it-
temperature at 65.
Yeah, the last week it was pretty cold here and rainy. It was kind of weird, but it warmed up today, so it's good. It makes for a good weekend.
Well, I'm gonna turn that Nest off right now. How the hell do I do that? I haven't used it in a while.
The Nest.
Yeah, I can do it from my phone. Well, I haven't.
That's how
done
you-
it in a minute.
Do you know your Alexa can do it too?
You know what?
Stop
I don't
saying
want
that
to use
word.
fucking
I said it quietly,
You said it directly in your microphone.
but I whispered it.
You said, "Did you know that Alexa can use that word?"
Stop saying that word.
Alexa.
You know,
Oh, mine's turned off.
Oh, see.
Yeah.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet.
I know.
yeah.
Take a look
Yeah.
at the help section.
I don't need to
of
do
your
that.
Alexa app.
I got
I
to turn
do
it on
Alexa.
during the day, but off at night. Yeah, at night it's still pretty cool. It's still nice at night right now, but In the day, I had to turn it on today, but not too bad. I played a lot of video games today. I streamed for a while. Anyways, cheers to everybody watching. Cheers. I don't know if you have a beer, Kenny. Billy.
I need a beer.
You know, I haven't drank in fucking like a month and a half.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
dumb.
That's dumb. Yeah. It's very
I just
dumb.
haven't really felt like it.
That's well, just get some 805, something to sip on. You ain't gotta get fucking wasted.
Yeah.
Some
You know, I
delicious-
just don't really feel like it. I'm too lazy to go to the store.
Oh, it's too late now.
I've got those Coronas that were in the fridge the last time you were here. They're still there.
There, go grab one of those. With some lime.
Nah.
With some lime.
The Coronas are fucking gross.
Better than fucking Coors Light.
I'm not drinking Coors Light right now. I haven't had a Coors in a long fucking time. It's been.
Coors.
Fuck, man. It's
I
been a long
changed
time.
you. I changed you.
You remember that? We always
Coors.
remember that fucking meme?
I
We
used
always
to be a
fucking-
Coors. I used to be a Coors man. Not gonna lie.
Coors.
Coors is pretty good. But now,
Were you guys
I guess
staring
I'm
at my
grown up.
butt?
I was. I was like, this is so random.
I
There's some
knew you
fucking
would.
ass right there.
You gay guy. You like
I couldn't
it.
help it. My eyes, they gravitated towards
I
it.
know, man. Even the audience. Hey, audience. If you're looking at my butt when I was gone, man, what the hell's wrong with you? I'm
Hey,
telling your mother.
There's nothing wrong with telling another man he's got a nice butt.
Wait, no, we're
What?
all
Nobody-
about
nobody
Let's back
agrees-
that up.
nobody,
We could back that
nobody
one.
agrees.
Can't-
What?
No.
What? Nobody agrees.
No, I don't.
No, you're not gonna lean this podcast that way, you son of a bitch.
What up, Z? How you doing? Dope. You see his bike? He's got. Oh, can I show your bike? I gotta see if I can show you. His
Huh?
bike. He's Z's getting his first bike. The
Oh,
dude from Italy. It's pretty fucking nice. I'm gonna bring it up. I gotta download it that way I don't show.
I'm not looking at the stream though. I can only see the our stuff.
Yeah, I'll share it in here.
Oh, okay.
As soon as I find it.
Oh,
Oh,
I smell like a
it's
pile of
lost.
shit.
I got lost in messages here. I have so many messages on Instagram. It's kind of crazy. Where? I lost it. I can't find it. Nope, can't find it. Well, that sucks. Anyways, it looks dope. It's fucking badass. It's badass. Dude, it was nice riding this week, but I can't find it. I don't know what. I can't find the message. Oh, there it is. There it is.
Hold on, I can't see.
No, I haven't shared it yet.
Oh.
I'm bringing it up. Oh, I don't have the picture. I think you just shared
Come
it.
on, man.
It was you sent me the story or something.
Just tell me what kind of bike it is. I look it up myself.
It's a 2009 GSX-R 600.
Oh,
It's like red and white. Let's see. I don't know if that's the is that the stock? No, it's not stock fairings. I don't think so.
no, they were like blue and white, and I think there was a yellow and gray.
Yeah, no, it's not
No,
stock
no.
fairings, but it looked dope.
No,
I was
that
like,
was,
it looked sick. But yeah.
oh, there was a red and black. Oh, I forgot about that.
Dude, we went to this dessert place. It was like a Mexican dessert place, and it was like, you know when you see those Mexican ice cream trucks and they have all the shit that's inside, like all the crazy stuff? It was a store like that, and they had all kinds of fucking shit. It was dope. Oh, Lucky Strike fairings. That's what they are. Yeah, the Lucky Strike fairings. Ain't that the cigarette?
I know what you're talking about now.
Ain't
Yeah,
Lucky Strike the cigarette brand, the old cigarette brand?
Uh huh.
yeah, it is. They would have no filters. They were just a fucking rusty old cigarette.
A rusty old cigarette.
Yeah, fucking backer wrapped in paper, and they called it Lucky Strike. But really, what it was if you're a heavy smoker, this was a rumor that was confirmed later on in life with us that the Lucky Strikes and the cheaper cigarettes without filters were just swept up off the floor from R.J. Reynolds
Huh.
for more extravagant cigarettes like Calibri and Winston.
tobacco.
Yeah. So it was good tobacco, but it was just covered in dirt. They'd roll it up and rebrand it with a different brand of cigarette.
You know, I'm glad that's something I never got into. Smoking is just kind of fucking gross.
Yeah, light it up. I'm
Yeah.
I'm still in Tennessee. You don't like smoking cannabis? That's bullshit.
Yeah, you know, that's I feel like that's a little different. But like
I grew up with my
like
mom.
something.
My mom smoked a lot when I was younger, and
Yeah, both.
And a lot of
both
my
parents
family-
did.
a lot of my family smoked, so it was like, I didn't, and I have asthma, so it sucked, and so I never got into cigarettes. I like cigars, but I never got
Thank
into
God.
cigarettes. Cigarettes were
So you need to
No
put the
bueno.
fucking cigars. You need to put the cigars down too,
I don't-
man.
I
We
don't
all
like
need
the
something.
smell when you get in like somebody's car, like they're smokers, and you're like,
that smell.
ugh. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
like you
damn.
just smell it like in
If-
the,
Cigarettes
or
are
like if you go to like
expensive
a
as
cheap
fuck.
hotel room, and you
Cigarettes,
just smell it like in the curtains and shit.
cigarettes
Oh,
are
God.
expensive as fuck now, man.
Yeah.
They're like
Dude, they're
$10 a
expensive.
pack. It's crazy.
For real?
Yeah, dude.
I didn't,
Cigarettes
I
are
didn't
like
know that.
$10
I knew
a
it wasn't
pack.
cheap, but I didn't know it was that expensive.
Thank God for fucking vaporizers.
I think it's made it harder for your poor person to grab cigarettes.
I don't know if I would say that's necessarily true, because if it was that bad, like I mean, if it was that inexpensive, or what am I trying to say?
There'd be less.
If people couldn't afford it, they wouldn't do it. Yeah.
Yeah, but
mean,
I
people fuck away.
do feel like less people are smoking cigarettes now than before. Like, of course you run into it, but it's almost like now when you
Well,
see it,
maybe
you're
it's
like,
here in
ugh.
California, like you can't really smoke
Oh,
out
that's
in
true.
public, you know?
That's true. And you can't smoke
Like
in
you-
restaurants and stuff.
Yeah,
You're right,
it's
because
like
when we go to
designated.
Vegas, when you go to Vegas, you walk in the casino, you're like
Yeah.
fucking dying.
They've made it shameful to smoke in public.
Yeah.
I don't care. You know, I don't smoke, so it doesn't bother me. But if I had to go to like a special corner to do it, like I wouldn't
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it anymore. That's what I say. But I'd probably quit for like 2 weeks and then go back and do it again.
That's kind of how I am with vaping. I vape for a while, then I stop, and then I fucking vape for a while, and then I stop. Dick blender.
Fucking dick blender.
But yeah, I don't know. Cigarettes are pretty gross, I think.
It is. It sticks in, after you, even after you smoke for like a long time. I smoked for like 20 years, and then quit, and then I'll smoke a cigar, for instance, and man, it is like a bad memory.
Oh, it
Like,
brings it.
Yeah, like that smell. Like if you ever fucked a hooker, that smell it sticks to your clothes, and then you
Can't-
smell it. You gotta wash your clothes. And it's on your skin. And you feel dirty every time you smell it. And then you get deja vu when you smell something similar when you're out in the world. That's
Yeah,
what a
but
cigar.
Cigars don't smell like cigarettes. Cigars have a very unique smell.
I beg to differ, man. It's just fucking, it's just tobacco. Tobacco. I mean, period. It sticks to everything. It puts a film on shit.
I don't.
and
I
it has a
I,
certain
I
stink.
only do smoke tobaccos outside. Anthony Ratliff, fuck tobacco,
But it's
smoke
nice,
weed.
though.
There you go.
I haven't.
Yeah, I
haven't
mean, I agree
ordered
with you.
any.
What?
I haven't ordered any, but I still shop for cigars. You know, like I love a cigar. I love it when it's happening. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But like the next morning, it's like, ugh.
Oh, the taste in your mouth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. There is that aftertaste that you, even after you brush your teeth and you wake up, you're like, ugh. Ugh.
Bleh.
Yeah, cannabis doesn't do that. To you.
Bleh.
You know what I mean, it doesn't. Like, I don't know. There's no like
Yeah,
lingering.
yeah, you're right.
odor.
There isn't. There's not an aftertaste to it, or like a lingering flavor that you're like, ugh, get that off my mouth.
It's almost like your body takes it
That's what
in.
you say when
Your body
somebody
takes it
puts
in
a
and
dick in your mouth.
absorbs
You're
it.
like, get that out of my mouth.
Yeah,
Fuck you, Kenny.
It's just like dick. Yeah, fucking cigars are like dicks. It's like, oh, that was a dick. That was not. That was definitely a dick. That tastes like man.
It's fucking hilarious. Do you see California is doing a second stimulus?
I mean,
Or
I'm probably
they're-
not gonna get it.
No, we're not getting it. Yeah, but
you mean fourth?
they're doing the first one actually. It's California only.
Oh, so California hasn't had a state stimulus.
Yeah, it's a state stimulus exactly. Yeah, so anyone under they made 75,000 or less, but they're not doing it by couples. So I don't know how that works.
It's all on tax returns.
Yeah, but like I filed jointly, right? But
Yeah.
but my wife, maybe she'll get it, and I know my daughter's gonna get it, but I'm not gonna get it. My daughter's like that.
It depends
My wife's
on-
like that's mine.
It depends on who's a dependent on that return. On your last.
Well, what do you mean? Well, she's not dependent. We filed jointly, but she has her
No,
own.
no. You file jointly, but you have kids underneath you.
Oh
that
yeah,
are
yeah.
dependent.
My daughter, I let her. She does her own. We do her own taxes, so she gets. her
So
own
it
money.
depends on how many people are on your return, just like last time. is what they're
Unless
gonna
you
do.
get resin on your lip from a pipe. Yeah.
Just like last state. I mean, I'm speaking out of term. Actually, I don't know what California.
I live here and I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I don't know anything. I just live here.
I just live here and enjoy the sunshine.
But I mean, if they're doing it per household and jointing it up, that's your fucking state taxes, right? So it's all the kid. It would be all the kids. So like if it's 300 per kid, it depends on how many kids are on that return. Naturally.
Hey man, some free money right now would be amazing.
Yeah.
Well,
I
honestly, it's free money.
actually, I'm
Somebody's
good with
paying for it,
that, dude.
Well,
You know
my
what?
I
Let
took
somebody
all
do it. I'll take some money. I don't care where it's coming from.
my car will be
I took
paid
all
off
that
next
free
month.
money last time.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Well, yeah,
I
that's
took all that free money from last time, man, and I fucking threw it right into Bitcoin. And I've been
Okay.
fucking bleeding Bitcoin like crazy. So I guess what was it? We've got kids floating around here. So it was a high amount for
yeah.
the stimulus last time here for this household. But I took half of that and threw it into Bitcoin, and then I've made the same amount that the original stimulus was off Bitcoin since then. And it's still
Oh,
kind
nice.
of it's still kind of sucking money in. If you do it right. If you fucking do it right. It's a
San
dangerous little
Francisco
game.
got bailed out. That's what it is. What do you mean? I know San Francisco's a shithole, so but I don't know what.
I didn't even know San Francisco went to jail, dude.
I hate San Francisco. I like driving through it, spending a night. That's about it. It stinks. It's dirty.
Yeah. This is a lot of. Yeah.
Yeah, it's also super gay.
And expensive for some reason.
I don't even care about
Abnormally expensive for no reason. It's
If
not
you're
like they
not
have
gay-
nice weather.
If you're not
It's
gay, you go to
always
San
windy and
Francisco,
cold. From every time I've been there, it's been like really
Depends
kind
on
of
if
like
you're
more
gay.
cold than I would appreciate.
Yeah.
These guys covering up my anti-Semitic comments.
What do you say?
Really.
I hear what you said.
I like your shirt. 38
Thanks.
Ride Company.
Oh, you were talking to me.
Yeah.
This fucking shit is 5 years old, dude. It's like one of his first.
He's not making anything for that company anymore. He's just working on his printing and stuff. That dude, I was watching his last video. His company is just fucking growing, man. It's crazy.
I gotta say,
Used to it.
even though this is a 5-year-old shirt and it's one of the first shirts that he put out, it's good cotton, dude. It's like 20% poly, 80% cotton.
Yeah.
And so it's got like an army feel to it. It's all nice and soft and flimsy, yet fitting. And it's black. There's got a collar on it. Got sleeves. See the sleeves? See the sleeves here?
I see the sleeves.
You see my drip?
You see my drip? You see my drip? Yeah, I'm really glad it's the weekend. Although I'm looking forward to vacation.
I think that's what I need, a vacation.
Time down.
Did you turn in all your
Time.
vacation time, so you're not taking that time off?
Yeah.
That's lame. That's super lame. I
Yeah,
stuck
you know-
with it.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna use some more of that and spend some more time with my daughter in Jersey when I go out there. So it's not like I'm not using it at all. But I was trying to divvy up what I had so I can do everything, and now I can spend more time with my kids. So I'm happy about that.
That's not a bad thing.
So much gay stuff being said.
Why you gotta be such a good dad? Fuck.
You know what? I try to anyway. Tomorrow, my daughter's new bed is coming. My youngest daughter, she wants that. She's been wanting a bunk bed. I'm like, you don't need a bunk bed. Like, you're one kid. A bunk bed is for two kids. So I bought her this loft bed.
Is it the ones with the little space underneath?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
those
got
are
like a little
cool.
playhouse underneath.
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah.
You know, make your daughter sleep in cage. What is wrong with you?
Hell no, I ain't getting no other kids to come sleep over here.
No, he said your daughter. You don't have your daughter sleep in a cage.
You don't make your daughter sleep in cage.
You don't make your daughter. Oh yeah, from that Borat movie.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah. No sleeping in cages.
I will buy you a ball. A ball.
And chain.
Ball and chain.
Evie would probably love that shit, man. I was like,
I
give me a tree house. Like, man, we can only afford fucking like chipboard and pine right now. And she's like, I don't give a fuck. Build me a tree house out of that. I was like, dude, look at this shit. This is what I'm talking about. I showed her chipboard. She's like, that's fine. I was like, what? She didn't give a fuck. She'd fucking live in a goddamn hole.
So you ever watch a video and then go, that's crazy that there's places that are like that? I'm looking for this documentary. It's not even a documentary. Yeah. This cameraman followed these kids around. And I mean kids that are like, some of them are like five to 11-year-olds that are homeless. They have no parents, and they're like, I don't know if they're somewhere in like India or like one of those like third world type countries, and they didn't talk. There was no like, they weren't explaining anything. All they did was film these kids and followed them around, and it was like I was like, oh, I'll just take a look at this video. I watched the whole fucking video because I was like, damn, these kids. Like, the fucked up part where the kids were like, we don't want to grow old, and they're like, we don't want to grow old because it's going to get harder to get money. Because they beg for
harder
money.
to live on the fucking street.
Yeah, it'll be harder for them to get money because as the kids, they can go and they get like money. And they were doing things like they would buy bandages and pig's blood, and they would wrap their heads in the bandages and then smear pig's blood all over it because it looked like real blood, and then lay in the street and beg for money. And I was like, God damn, these kids are fucking, yeah.
Fucking Bowery boys.
But it was sad to see that these kids are like that, man. And they were all sniffing glue. They were buying glue and like putting it in bags and sitting there sniffing glue and fighting over the glue and stuff like that. And I was like, holy shit. And there was no parent. And they're, they did ask like, where's your parents? And it's like, my mom's dead, my dad's dead. And then one of the kids is like, oh, my brother is this, my sister does this, and they come and check on me from time to time. But the kid was like 9 years old. I'm like, holy shit, man.
Damn.
Oh, I don't know. I thought it was in my history. I don't see it, but it was pretty fucked up. I was just like, dude, that's crazy that there's places like that, and there's no system to help them. There's like nothing. It's just these kids, Oh, and then they were like, yeah, and then plus if we get in trouble, we go to jail for longer. They were talking about as they get older and stuff, and I was like, oh man, what a fucking crazy life to live like that, to grow up that way.
Yeah, they're gonna die or end up in prison. I hope they end up in prison.
Not there. I doubt their prisons are any good.
At least they have a chance there of meals and some order and to be part of something instead of fucking grease stain in the street.
It's
I mean, let's be real.
Dude, they were
Let's
playing
be real.
soccer.
You're not going to fucking Guatemala or wherever the fuck that is to get one of them, are you?
They were playing soccer, and you know how crazy their streets are, in the street, with the cars raining around them, and like they kicked the ball went under a car, and he runs out in the middle of the fucking street, and is just like waving his hands as cars are rushing towards him, and then he's like stops the van because it goes under the van, and like the guy could barely see, like you could barely see him from the van. And he's like, wait, and he climbs under this fucking car in the middle of traffic to get, and I'm just like, oh my god, these fucking kids, like, what the fuck? And
Dude,
there's nobody.
The Lost Boys. It sounds like the Lost Boys, like fucking Peter Pan. Kind of want to be one of those little bastards. Scrounging for fucking sausages and running under vans. That's fucking Peter Pan shit. No parents. They're fucked.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wish I could find the video.
I wish you could fucking put one of the, like a kid that said, I wish I had no parents, like directly in their position.
Yeah.
Or like just like, you know, an hour.
That's what I was saying. It's one of those things
Fucking-
where like you don't like.
You want to be Peter Pan? Here you go, motherfucker.
You go, motherfucker. Yeah, I can't find it. Maybe I saw it on Reddit or something. But I was just gonna look at it for like, oh, this looks interesting, and I watched 40 minutes of this shit, and I was like, man, that's fucked up, man. It's crazy world out there, man. We definitely tend to take certain things for granted, you know.
Yep.
It's pretty nuts. Anyways, any other good videos? Oh, you watch them go to SpaceX dock in the space station?
What's up with them seeing a UFO? They've not released any fucking thing
What?
about that. So the last Crew Dragon that went to the space station, on the way out of the atmosphere, they saw a UFO and they reported it. And there was no photos released or anything. They docked, successful dock, and nothing else was said about it. But Crew Dragon saw an unidentified spacecraft, they said. And there's not said if there's...
I know they thought they had a close call with some debris that almost hit the station or their shit. I wonder if that's what you're talking about.
Maybe.
Because they did almost. There was some concerns about almost hitting, or some space junk almost hitting them, I think.
Maybe the UFO community kind of played it out a little bit.
Yeah. So SpaceX Dragon had close call with, where was it? Well, they're calling it a UFO because it was unidentified object, but it looked like space junk or something like that.
Which is kind of weird because that's not the official term for it anymore. It's UAE, unidentified aerial phenomenon.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not really aerial though, right?
It's in the air. What the fuck are you talking
There
about?
is no air in space.
Aerial phenomenon.
Oh, and it still has air in it. It's air.
There's no air in space.
Call the Air Force.
Call the Air Force.
See what they think.
I don't know. Show me the evidence. But yeah. They're calling it UFO. The Pentagon gave NASA the heads up of the potential collision. Yeah.
Oh, dude. Really? The Pentagon's mentioned?
Yeah, it says the Pentagon says the
That
Pentagon
means
gave
it's usually
NASA the
reconnaissance.
heads up about the potential collision 7 hours before liftoff.
Okay. That usually means it's a reconnaissance device.
Maybe.
Whatever
yeah.
they hit was a reconnaissance. Whatever they almost hit was a reconnaissance device. They have to call it a UFO because it's not supposed to be known about. That's a Project Blue Book rule. If you ever seen a documentary ever in a world.
In a world.
In a world full of blue books and black ops and
Ah.
red nose.
I am.
Hey, Bert. In a world, Bert. In a world full of red noses.
I want to go ride tomorrow.
What are you talking about, Ernie?
So
I
did
do
you
too.
did you turn that? Was that a briefcase that you turned into that, or was that a box you made?
What are you talking about? We're talking about
Yeah. The skeleton thing or the face thing.
Oh no, I made that from scratch.
Ah.
Designed the whole thing. It was all in my head, and I had to make it real. And in my head is that box with a fucking beautiful king's fucking dried fucking head in it, with a crown on it, with jewels, and it looks like it's worth $1 million.
Oh, the picture I'm looking at doesn't have the crown on it.
Oh, it's not done, dude. It's so far from being done. That king had a handlebar mustache. I have to fucking make it, and that's not even the head that goes in. That head, the head that's in there is like that's the head of John Doobie. I just put it in the chainmail to fucking get an idea of what I'm looking at here.
Got you.
If it
And
fits.
you did all the velvet work? Is that velvet?
Yeah, I did that today. It was a fucking bitch.
That shit looks clean as fuck, dude.
Thanks, man. I chose burgundy to make it look like red aged. Apparently, they didn't have dyes that made a perfect red back then, so I chose burgundy.
Mm. That shit rusted really well, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What did you use
Dude,
that rust?
Where was that shit when I was doing Lockjaw? Remember that bike? Both Lockjaws. Lockjaw 1 and 2. The first one was just Shadow that I rusted the tank on safely, just with a paint job as practice. And then the next one was my Savage, which I rusted the whole fucking thing. And it looked perfect, but it was just with a paint job. But that stuff that I rusted the this chainmail hood with would have been awesome, man. It's real rust, and it keeps rusting unless you neutralize it.
So how many hours do you have in that thing?
What, the head
Yeah.
or the box and all that? Oh god, 80.
God damn. In a world of woke, sensitive people. One Karen. 80 hours, holy shit.
I work quite a lot. I just fucking working here on all my shit, dude. Like if you see any piece of art at any given time that you see that I post on Facebook or Instagram, yeah, it's got at least 40 hours in it. Because I go back and forth between these pieces.
Yeah, the different
And I do-
projects.
Yeah.
So after you're done building it, what do you think that'll sell for?
$1,000. I know that's not very high. This one's probably gonna go up 15, but I expect it to move at 1,000. So like if you see it online, it is gonna be listed for around 1,500.
And then if someone offers like 1,000, that basically you're giving yourself wiggle room, right?
Yeah, it's the same thing as anything else. My art or anybody's art is no exception, and it's the same fucking thing as a car. It's fucking a commodity. It's things people as a consumer medium. So
Yeah.
they'll fucking try to get a deal on it. Of course.
Yeah.
And they resell it too. Everything the big stuff that I've sold like that, always I find it somewhere else. Someone sends me a link.
They
or
buy
whatever.
it,
Yeah,
resell it a little bit more
Yeah.
with more money because they have the audience for it.
Yeah, I always get that fucking email like, dude, resold your fucking mummy for this or that. I'm like, so? It was his. But it's
do what
always
he
much
wants.
more money. It's always much more money than what I got out of it.
Yeah, just because they have the audience, right? Or the
I
clientele
don't know.
to go buy that stuff.
Maybe it's good for me. That means that I mean I'm looking at things like, say my art is like Bitcoin, right? It's got a good trade-in value, you know.
Does
Fucking
your
that-
your name is on it all, right?
Oh yeah. So I mean, got a good trade-in value, which means that, you know, it's going to keep on going up in price, and I'm happy about that because that to me is success in business,
Yeah.
which means that, and my business is art, which it's really weird and really rare for an artist to be successful before he dies.
Well, there's not a lot of people that make those types of.
Yeah, nobody.
Right? I mean, you're like a niche market.
Oh,
Well, I'm sure there's
oh,
someone else out there that does it, but I'm saying, like, that's such a niche market to make those types of things. Like to make good ones, to find right, you know, yeah.
Well, I mean, the stuff that I share. is
Hi,
definitely-
Kenny.
Yeah, really, motherfucker. The stuff that I share is a niche market, for sure. But my business is not a niche market at all, really. It's there's museums. Right now, I guess you're right. It is
White people
museums and
problems.
natural and history. History degrees aren't doing much. You know, they're not making them much
No.
money.
The only reason you get a history degree is teach history again, to make more
Yeah.
history, folks. I mean, there's a need for it, right, to maintain history, but at the same time, it's not a.
The reason I'm
You
making
only
money
get
at it is that I'm
history if
taking
you want to work
that
at
and I'm
Costco full time.
Yeah, if you want to
that?
work at Costco, the only thing you do a history degree is work at Costco full time. Well, that's the same with. I hate to say it, but a lot of business degrees. I know tons
Yeah.
of people with business degrees that work in IT doing desktop support. You know.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's all down to the job that you can get with that degree. It's not about getting the degree really anymore. It's about being able to obtain a job in that field
That's the hard part.
before
yeah.
you're done. I mean, you got to
Yeah.
do it before you're done.
Like so, yeah.
you
When
gotta
I
be
was,
hey, I'm gonna graduate on this day. I need the job on this day. You gotta fucking do it.
yeah,
that
that's
way.
how I did it. So while I was
Yeah.
going to school, I got my first job in IT, working for the military, and then from there I went to the next place and the next place, and then when I graduated, I was still working there, and then that's kind of how I got into where I'm at now, doing what I do.
Hey, I'm gonna dip. My family just got home. I haven't seen them all day.
You just dipped.
You
Nah, I
dip.
accidentally hung up on you guys.
Oh, what
If
an
I
asshole.
dip, you
But
dip.
now I'm
we
now I'm
dip.
deliberately leaving though.
Gay.
All right, man. I'll see you a little bit. Let me know when we can play Rust. I'll hop back.
Well, it's not cross-platform yet because it's not officially
Oh.
out. It's not officially out.
So I don't know how to play this thing. I don't
I
want to
know.
get started and then have to
Yeah.
start over.
I would
wouldn't-
just back out.
I'll teach you how to play it.
All right, man. Later.
I will teach you
All right, bye.
later, man.
Oh no,
Bye,
don't
Billy.
leave.
See ya.
What
No, don't.
was the king? Was the king? Wait, was that the king of Prince Skull? Yeah, that's what we were talking about, right? Is that what we were talking
What?
about? The king of Prince Skull?
I don't know what Prince Skull is. The king I'm doing, I can't fucking say it online. But the king I'm doing is not that king. No. I'm doing a real head. This guy was really beheaded in real life. And his head was exhumed and then never seen again. So
Oh,
it's
really?
a what if. Yeah, it's a what if kind of fucking thing.
Ah.
I did the whole mummy of King Atahualpa. That's why I did that too, because his mummy has never been found. His body was never returned to the people. So
There's
You
this
know.
there's this documentary on Netflix. It's a little dry, and it was called like the biggest heist in history or something like that. And it was about
heard something like that.
there's an art gallery in like Boston or something like that. It's totally random.
Oh yeah. All
And
the fucking
the
there were like
paintings.
trapdoors. They were like, who the fuck did it? And they questioned all the staff.
Yeah, they questioned the staff, and
Oh,
they
yeah,
stole
yeah, that's
like
fucking good.
they stole
I like
they stole like Rembrandts and fucking
$1 billion worth
yeah.
of art.
Yeah. And they have no idea where any of that stuff is, which is fucking insane. You know what's crazy is you have that type of art, and you have such a shitty security setup.
Oh yeah, I remember that was part of the documentary. All the fucking employees saying, "Dude, the fucking security system was shit."
Yeah.
and this happened like in the '90s or something.
Yeah, yeah. It was like, it was early '90s, mid '90s, something like that.
yeah.
And they found the
Yeah,
guards
we
like
always
duct
do it.
tape. They found the guards duct tape down in the fucking basement. With their
And then they blamed the guards.
They tried to blame. Well, they didn't blame them, but they were part of the.
suspects.
Yeah, they were suspects. They were in it or something like that. But that's why I was like, man, you have all that art and you have like such a you hire some fucking some cheap security to fucking protect your billions of dollars worth of art. That's crazy.
I think this is admin stuff.
That stuff's really cool when you think about like the history of some of that stuff. Like, that's
Oh yeah.
that's crazy.
I wish that they could live now, because we're in being an artist. I can tell you this confidently: we're in a second renaissance of art, and there's a lot of money being spent on it, man. It's being treated like a commodity, like an NFT, and the people that are buying it are trading it, depending on the type of art that you're doing. And that hasn't happened since the 18th century, like 1760s. After the Black Plague died out, the last plague that died out, there was a renaissance, and the economy was boosted because everybody was happy to not be sitting in their fucking houses all day long,
Yeah.
trying to stay away from the plague. And the same thing is happening right now. After all the vaccines are going in, everybody's fucking coming out and they're spending money, and if they don't have anything else to spend money on, it's art.
Yeah.
And that boosts these artists like myself to. I mean, I have my overheads through the roof. I can do anything I want right now. I can just think of anything,
And make
and my
it.
funds are there to make it and sell it, and it sells. It's a
That's
true
good to see.
second renaissance.
That's super cool to see that you could just make stuff, and it's something you enjoy doing. Like you enjoy making
Oh,
things. Is it
That's
hard
part
to?
of it.
Is it hard to give it away?
Yeah,
Because I'd imagine like you make something, you're like, dude, this is fucking dope. I don't want to get rid of it.
right. But you have to ask yourself the price of what you will. That's where
Yeah, I guess you-
that's when the price strikes through the roof.
Okay,
You're like,
yeah, you're
You're
right.
like, oh man, this is awesome. What would I sell this for? Because I want to keep it.
yeah,
And then
what's
you
the
make that price.
yeah, what's that value? The amount? That's the amount that would, where I'd be like, yeah, fuck that. You can take it now. Yeah,
Yeah, and it sells for that. it just goes. There are people trying to buy this fucking head already
that's good.
over here. It's not done. Don't
That's
even
pretty
know what
cool
it's-
though. That's pretty dope. That's pretty nifty that you can. I don't know. I just like the fact that you enjoy doing something and you make it and it fucking sells. The only part, like I said, is that I'd be like, it's like selling something you made. Like that's hard. That's got to be hard to like give it away. I'm sure you take pictures and keep. Oh, and he's gone. I bet he lost his internet. Well, that sucks. Now it's just me, my big old head. Hey, he's back.
Sorry.
That's all right. I was saying that that's the hard part where I would struggle like giving something away because you spend time and money. You spend mainly your time and effort, right, to build some of these things, and then to be like go into someone else, and you just hope that they appreciate it the same way that you appreciate what you made.
I just think of like, I don't know, like shit that I would want in the room, right? Like we've had conversations about I know this was a different guy, never mind. But like what would be the coolest fucking thing, like art, like if you wanted to have like this awesome
Display.
thing that you could find at like an auction, like a Banksy or shit like that. What would and and then I'll think of something like definitely that I want in my house, like say Crom's skeleton, like the mummy of Crom from Conan the Barbarian, the god Crom.
Did you ever do anything with that brain?
Make it.
Brain Alexa.
Yeah, it sold. Mine's muted. It sold to Trendy Nay,
So you did sell it.
Nay's Garden.
I was like, that's the kind of thing that I would see you sell on this is why I'm broke. Like you could see it on there.
Yeah.
You know,
They
so-
did. Exactly. He bought it and he's got it on a fucking shelf that it doesn't even fit on.
that thing was
It's
cool.
it's such a big piece. He bought it. I had to teach him how to hook it up and everything, and I even sent him an Alexa with it.
Oh,
so
cool, yeah.
Fucking, you wouldn't have to do much. And he's got it on this fucking. He's crazy, man. It's fucking. I don't know why he bought that thing.
Hey, money. That's all that matters.
Yeah, he paid for what it's worth. It was cheap build. It's a $250 build. It's not that bad at all.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I like that thing.
For being what it is, it's pretty cheap. I mean, like the tray that it's on is an inverted light fixture, and it has to be for certain reasons because of the holes and what it's made out of and how long it lasts. But you know, the light fixture on your ceiling,
Yeah.
you have to buy one of those because I need the base of it, and then I lose all the hardware, just get the base. Then you got to make the brain. And the brain's made out of cotton and latex, and then it's glued down to the base there, and then you need a cake topper that costs like $50 that goes on top of that, and then the glass tubes to fill up the liquid. But then you need also a very certain type of Bluetooth speaker that fits up inside the hole of the light fixture.
Yeah.
And then it all fits together like it's.
So did you take Alexa apart?
Alexa apart? No. Everything I just mentioned makes up one unit that's all
Okay.
bolted together and glued together real nice. It looks like a brain in a tube, but it's got an internal Bluetooth speaker on the inside of the brain. That plugs in. There's a jack at that point on the side that you plug your Alexa
Okay,
into.
yeah.
And you hide your Alexa to
Yeah,
where it can still.
Yeah, see, this thing was dope. It had like there was lights on it, right? And then you had fluid going through
Like-
it.
Yeah, lights inside the brain.
Yeah.
And then they shine through the fluid tubes.
Yeah,
it
and
just-
then
looked like
it
the
was just
brain was talking to you.
yeah, and then yeah, exactly. It looked like you were talking to a brain, and the brain, but it was an Alexa. It was pretty badass, dude. I remember when you built that, I was like, holy shit, that's fucking cool as crap. That was dope. Seems like everyone's busy tonight. We ain't got many people on, or many people joining tonight, huh? Everyone's busy this Friday. Maybe someone will drop
Everyone's
by.
at fucking gay nightclubs.
Huh?
Everyone's at gay nightclubs. The bunch of gays.
I never got into the nightclub scene.
they're gonna be saying fucking Billy's a Nazi.
Oh man.
Whatever. They can say what they want. They know they were looking at my mannequin's butt while I was gone.
Definitely, I can't stop looking at your mannequin's butt.
That's fine.
Um,
I don't think he minds.
I mean, I don't think so either. Yeah.
I'm calling everyone gay, and I got a fucking naked dude in my fucking shop with a stick up his butt.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
not
boy.
trying to get your stream fucked over. I apologize.
So do you have any new any other projects that you plan to do after this one, or do you think of one project and then?
No, right now I kind of got my shit piled up. As a matter of fact, I got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
I got the last person that was ever beheaded at the guillotine, Hamid Jandubi, his head, which is going to be on a fucking base, and that's going to be up for sale. The head of this king, I don't want to fucking say it just because I don't want anybody else
Making it.
making it. Yeah, and then I got a fucking bunch of pet gremlins I have to make, and then a whole Peruvian mummy in the works, life-size Peruvian mummy where they're all like, those mummies where their knees are all up against their chest.
Yeah, like that little girl, the girl they found or whatever.
Yes, exactly like that, except for an adult version. Big motherfucker. I think that's it for now. Oh, no. the Star Child. Supposedly there was a UFO battle over Germany in 1649 or some shit or whatever, and it was documented. Like the whole city was like, you know, they didn't have video cameras back then or anything, so they were all up on their fucking tablet, their clay tablets, like
Trying to
making,
draw.
yeah, like oh shit, there's a fucking battle outside with UFOs, so they're trying to fucking write everything that was going down on their clay tablets, then throw them in the kiln in time before shit was going on. But apparently that shit went down, so I'm making a fucking alien mummy that is supposedly from that time. Like has been preserved from the day that all these crashes, and that's a fucking crazy story, man. When you look it up, it's only in print.
You should make like some sort of Roswell thing. Not an alien, but like not an
Something
alien,
shit
but like a part. Like, oh, this was a part from the you know, top secret UFO, like a piece of the part, you know, just a little cheap thing, but it looks like it is kind of cliche. Before the stream around 4 a.m. I was sleeping. I woke up screaming.
I know
and
exactly
those
what
fucking
to
night
do.
cramps. The calf. Oh yeah, I used to get those, man. Those fucking suck.
I know exactly what you're talking about, though. It'd be easy. And
Yeah, it'd be
think about
super
this.
easy.
Think about this. You take a single battery-powered LED light, and you put it inside of a coil, a vapor coil, from your fucking tank, an old used one that's all fucking burnt up and gross.
Oh.
And then you put that inside of a fucking velvet, a velvet fucking.
So it looks like some kind of futuristic light.
Yeah. And you can turn it on, and the fucking thing would be pulsating with your little.
Oh,
fairy.
like some sort of power source.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty cool. Yeah, see?
Boom! There's your idea come to life.
That's actually pretty.
I love
genius.
doing shit like that. I do little things like that with certain orders from Wish.com. Like, for instance, I found counterfeit Jewish currency from Germany. So the Germans would issue these Jews certain coins, and they can only use that if you were Jewish.
Yeah.
Shit, right? And I found some of that, so I just did that very thing that I just said. I just made a little fucking shadow box with a little velvet inset, put them in there, made a little plaque, Jewish coins, boom, sold.
Damn, people would just buy shit if it seems, yeah.
It's got to look cool to you, though.
Yeah.
That's where it comes in. You know, he's like, whoa, man, would this look cool? Would that look cool? And that's what you got to do. You can't just make shit up. That just shit doesn't sell. A lot of people try that shit.
It's
Like,
got to
yeah,
have
like-
some sort of history to it. Something
man.
you can look up and be like, oh, okay, I see, yeah.
To be art, it must move you.
I feel that. I get it. I get it.
That's all.
Interesting.
If it doesn't move you, it's just shit. It's just stuff. It's just fucking like the Mona Lisa to me is like that's bullshit. That's just a fucking painting. What are you fucking talking about? The only reason it's fucking famous is because somebody stole it. That bitch is ugly. What the fuck's wrong with you, people?
You know what I always find interesting is when they there's a painting from I don't know if it's Picasso or some famous painter, and it was like a family portrait kind of thing, but it was only a guy and a woman, and then as they reviewed the painting and did more like as more technology has gotten better, they found that it was repainted because there was a child that was in the painting, but the child had died, and so they couldn't handle the kid
Whoa.
in the painting. They couldn't handle the painting anymore because the child was in there. So they had it repainted, and it had like the kid removed from the portrait. It was pretty crazy. And you're like, oh damn, that's fucking
That's wrong, man.
yeah, kind of crazy.
Shows you what people's priorities were back then.
Yeah.
I mean, children were definitely secondhand. They're like, oh, whatever, like
Well,
disposable.
no, it wasn't. It wasn't that. It was, the story was that they like the wife or something couldn't handle looking at the painting and seeing her kid on the painting, so they, you know, painted over the kid or whatever and changed it up.
I'd be like, get over it, bitch. It cost me $1,000 to paint that kid in the first place. You're gonna charge me $1,000 to paint it out? You fucking crazy! You better fucking get a job. You better get a job.
That's what always gets. That's what's crazy about like when you look at old, was it photos and stuff like that, that they were normally dead people because people move too much for the camera to get a good. So like you would look at an old photo and you're like, oh, that's a cool old photo of a family. And you're like, no, they're all dead. That's a picture of dead people in that picture because that's how they took photos back then. That was the only way they can capture them because people move too much for the camera.
Yeah, there was a hoax going around recently. Well, they tricked a lot of people. They're still tricking people. Probably it'll probably still get shared a bunch more times. But it's this post of a guy that says that he went around taking candid photos of people on the street in the 1800s, which is impossible.
Right? Yeah.
You can't. I mean, but everybody fell for it and like, whoa, man, this is amazing. And it's basically just like zoomed in. Well, I think what he did is he zoomed in on old photos on individuals and then cleared them up and then made him look like a candid photo that he was hiding a camera in his jacket in fucking 1835.
Yeah, a big ass camera with a that thing that goes poof around the front of it.
Big flash.
Yeah, the big flash thing they used to do.
Give me a break.
I like looking at video. Like you can find video of like early 1900s, you know, of like New York or something, and you watch people. You just watch people walking around, but they'll like recolorize it and like fix it up and stuff. And you're like, dude, that's
man. I love watching those, dude. I love it because was it my? I know my grandmother was on the stage at vaudeville before.
Exactly, James. Exactly.
Before cameras went really mainstream. So when that you know, that just tells me like if it's a good looking photo or if it's a good looking video, that tells me my grandmother was around there somewhere. Like fucking that's cool as fuck to me. It's like, oh shit, I really fucking love that part about it, and it kind of connects me to it. Like it connects me. It's like, oh shit, well that's my time because I knew somebody from that time.
Yeah, like looking at the different culture. I like looking at like the different way people dress and the vehicles, and like there's cars and horses in the road, and you're like, what the fuck? They're like cars and horses riding down, you know, side by side, you know. And you're like, dude, that's fucking insane.
Oh, dude, horse shit in the road. It was terrible.
I'm sure it smelled horrible.
I wonder if we're gonna have to go back to that time soon.
I mean, the way things are going, I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, I've been trading Bitcoin a lot, right? And I realized that everything's kind of connected. Like Bitcoin is part of the stock market, which kind of acts as the economy for the fucking country, and then so on and so forth. It all kind of moves together, right?
Well, Bitcoin isn't really tied to the economy right now, right?
Like, what I mean is that when Bitcoin's up, the market's up. When the market's up, America's up. So it kind of is. It kind of is. You can kind of see how the price of milk by looking at Bitcoin, because everything sort of moves together, like as a wave, right? And then it branches out and gets smaller, but the movements are the same. So
I see what you're saying.
When you know the price all the way back down to the price of paper bags, you know, they rise and fall when Bitcoin rises and falls, because that's when the market rises and falls.
I see what you're saying.
So kind of like veins, like when you look in the veins in your arm, this is what I started to realize. The veins in your arm got a certain look to them, kind of like the branches on trees or the cracks in concrete or the rivers on earth or tributaries.
Oh yeah. I've seen it.
It all looks the same, and it all moves at the same direction and breaks up at the same rate and the same shape. So I started realizing, man, when I was trading Bitcoin, it's like, man, fucking, if I'm doing good, everybody else is doing good, kind of thing.
It's interesting that you mentioned that. I remember reading something about that where like they were talking about how like, yeah, your veins, and then you look at rivers and the way, you know, how nature mimics itself in different areas or whatever. A buddy of mine just started getting into crypto,
Fractal universe.
and I was surprised how many forms of ID pictures and such he had to submit to join a website to start trading. I thought it was anonymous. Trading Bitcoin is different.
Yeah.
You can buy Bitcoin anonymously. You can use it anonymously, but when you're getting into trading Bitcoin, it's different.
There's over 100 ways to buy Bitcoin, and in America legally, there's over 100 ways to buy Bitcoin, and you could either hold on to it and let it swell, or you can not risk it and do day trading, just like you do with anything else.
Yeah. The way we're spending, we might get fucked later on. Yeah, we are spending a lot of money. Lots of money.
I put a bunch of money into Bitcoin and let it ride for a little while, and I was just not patient enough with that. And I discovered that if I take that money out of Bitcoin, which I did, and then put it in when it's rising, take it out when it's falling, like just old school fucking traders.
Yeah.
Now I'm making money, but now that's fucking where the money's at.
Yeah.
Fucking, you don't fucking hold on to Bitcoin. Fuck you. You fucking, it's so volatile that.
Well, there was a big crash like a week ago, right?
And there's gonna be one next week and the week after, and that's what you want, right? You want it to crash down, and you buy in because all these big companies are bought into it now. PayPal, Tesla, fucking Facebook. So you buy in when it's low, you know it's gonna climb its way back up, and you just fucking watch the ticker that day. That you have to fucking pay attention, like devote your day to it. Buy in and then watch the ticker all the way up, and then, you know, kind of evaluate for yourself when it starts to try to come back down. So, and then fucking leave. Fucking, you just made 10% on your investment. Good stuff.
Bobby,
That's the way.
Bobby.
I'm telling you, that's the way to do Bitcoin.
Yeah.
If people are saying, "Oh, I buy Bitcoin, I hold on to it, dude," so just, I mean, that's fine and dandy and everything, but they're not making money. They're not fucking rolling in dough. They got the $1,000 that they put into it plus 100.
Oh, you mean like now? If you were to do it now?
Yeah, you got to buy and sell. That's the only way to do it. But you're only allowed. Remember, this is another thing. Your risk. It's still risky. Being a day trader without being a rich guy is risky, because you can only do three good solid day trades within 24 hours. So you can only buy a certain amount and sell that certain amount within 24 hours, 3 times every 5 trading days, or you get flagged.
Yep. Don't be a day trader.
Street. You get flagged on Wall Street as being a pattern day trader.
Yeah.
And then they cut you off for 3 months from doing any trades because you don't, if you have less than $25,000 in their system.
Yeah, I'm with you, James. I kind of stay away from it. You got to really invest a lot of time and effort learning about it.
Like with Bitcoin, like with the stocks, or with what?
Just Bitcoin and the whole crypto.
The numbers and the rules and knowing how to stay out of trouble and all that. Yeah. Well, I got to go piss, but let me leave you with this. I have Asperger's syndrome, and I figured it out and made a lot of money.
Yeah.
All right. There you go.
Look at that ass. So.
Well, what I was gonna
Big
say,
gray ass.
there's not really too many rules per se. I mean, there are rules, but they're not they're not hard to comprehend. But yeah, just don't day trade and you're fine. And as far as like Bitcoin goes, like unless you can put enough money for like at least for multiple Bitcoins right now, it's not really worth it. Or even just put in a cool amount of money into it. Like, I mean, I put like $200 into it, I think, just cause. I mean, I'm not expecting it to like do anything crazy, but and I just know that there's $200 that's slowly accumulating more and more money.
Hopefully.
You know, I'm at like out of that I think I'm at like 350 now in total with that.
You're just buying Bitcoin though, right?
You're buying like just into a little bit of Bitcoin.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like,
So you're buying like
yeah.
0.1 Bitcoin.
Point something.
and
Yeah,
then
not even. It's not even like point zero.
Yeah, yeah, 0.001.
It's a little less than that right now.
Yeah, yeah. So you're just
So-
buying
then-
it. Yeah, I get you.
So, yeah, and then you throw in like $5 here and there, or whatever, and that's how that works. But I'd up Insidious and fucking Doge. Like I threw in for Doge before it was about when it was a penny, and then I did some more at I think 5-7 cents and a little bit after. So I have like 4,800 Doge, and at average buy-in average buy-in is like 4 cents, so like 4.7. So
What's
at
your
about-
return?
So right now my return, so I put some, we'll say before I added some at 25 cents a few weeks back, but not a
God,
lot, just a little.
What's your fucking return? God damn it!
Give me a second, guy. Give me a second, guy.
Oh, whatever. You double talking.
He's got to open his Robinhood app.
I'm opening it up right now.
up.
Dogecoin's at 34 cents right now. I'm at 16.79.
Oh my god.
So I put like 200. And,
Look at the comment.
no,
Nicki
Oh shit!
Nicki Minaj.
$100 return.
oh no. Eh. no.
Fucking nigga.
What the fuck?
That's funny.
Yeah, so my return though is 14.52. So
1,000.
yeah, so I'm
That's
making
good.
14. I got 1,400 on top of the like 100, like about $200, a little less than $200.
And that's just a long-term investment, just sticking in with it and waiting.
Yeah, I'm just letting it do its thing, man. Because honestly, what happened was like it went
You got
Doge went up to fucking like 8 cents, I think, and then a bunch of people were like, "Oh God, sell! It's never gonna get this high again." And then it ended up just like chilling at like 3 cents compared to less than a penny, and then it started chilling at about 7 cents and hung out there for a hot while, and then it got a little bit of a spike again.
So you didn't sell
Got-
it then?
got to-
You
no,
didn't sell it and buy
no,
it?
no.
I mean, because
And
if
then
you
it got-
would have sold it and then bought it again.
But it was just sucked
What,
more because then I would have sold it and then ended up having, and then my average per coin would have went up from 4 cents to fucking whatever it was at the time, 7, 10, 15.
Do you use any ciphers or anything, or you just don't care?
I'm not doing shit, brother.
Really?
I'm on the Robinhood. I'm on Robinhood, and that's
okay.
it, my god. Like, dude, like, cause I before Robinhood did it, that whole shit went down. I was using Robinhood. It was before anything dumb happened. I was using Robinhood. So everything I had,
I use Robinhood. Yeah.
yeah,
I use
so everything
Robinhood.
I had,
I use I've learned recently to use a couple different outside ciphers,
yeah.
which are like basically people that predict, their
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
And goddamn, I found a couple that are right, and I just watch those ciphers, man, and day trade that shit now. Fuck it.
Yep.
Fuck it.
It's
It climbs.
big chill.
It's doubling your money instead of waiting for your money to climb.
I mean,
Yeah.
it.
Nice.
When GameStop was like a few bucks, I almost bought like a fuckload of it just because, I was like, oh, this would be funny. Have a bunch of GameStop shares that are like worth a few bucks and just hang out and see what happens. And that was like
Right.
fucking months before the GameStop shit happened. But like, that's funny. But like I bought in on the Doge. I'm like, yeah, because you know what? You spend $100 and get a fuckload of Doge at like when it was like less than about a penny, when it's a little less than a penny, and then you're like, oh, then you just leave it, and then just one day some dumb shit's gonna happen. And now like it's been pretty much constant about 25 cents to like 30, and right now it's going up. I think what I say it's at like 34 cents right now. So and I'm like, I'm watching it.
I bought 42 Doge, and then bought 42 Doge at 20 cents and got out at 25, and then fucking put it all back into Bitcoin. It's like, god damn, that's some fucking. You have to get some money in. I like those things that you just put like $20 in,
Yeah.
$40.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Yeah,
shit.
I see. I know people do that too. I've been watching that, and I think I did that with something like once, but I wasn't too like I was like, eh. Defense companies' stocks are going to drop with the whole withdrawing troops from Afghanistan. No, see, I think we're going to withdraw troops from Afghanistan and then move them to Syria. I think that's what's going to happen.
Is he actually withdrawing
James
troops
H.
finally?
That's what he's saying he's gonna do.
James H. What the fuck are you talking about, man? We're talking about stocks. You
Well, he
fucking
is talking
come
about.
in
He's
with
saying. Well,
what
he's saying defense
the
company
fuck are you
stocks are
talking
gonna.
about?
He said defense company
Defense
stocks will drop.
Oh, you're
He's-
talking about stocks?
Yes, he's talking
Why
about
are you
defense
talking
company
about
stocks.
stocks? We're trying to talk about stocks, James. Stop talking about stocks.
But yeah, no. I
I'm
mean,
trying to fuck. I'm just fucking with James.
as far as defense company stocks go, I mean, maybe. I mean, right now, you know, the main companies we buy from are the guys that fucking Northrop Grumman produces the fucking. I think Northrop Grumman is the guys that produce the drones, the Predator drones and shit. You know, and you know, some of our stealth fighters and shit like that. But I mean, I think mainly it's just whoever supplies us with rockets and missiles will probably stay just fine. I don't know other defense companies will really get affected too much by
You
a
see-
withdrawal. Because the thing is, what I think is going to happen is we're going to withdraw, like, he might try to stop missions that are on like patrol missions and you know what we're doing right now, but we're still going to have a presence there hanging out. But I don't think we're going to abandon those bases for the Iraqis to take over. We abandon those for the Iraqis to take over. It's going to be ISIS Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. Now they have full-on fucking military defenses.
Well, Afghan is in Iraq, so.
Sorry. Yeah, and
Did you see where fucking Elon? Did you see
and it's the
Elon,
same shit, my guy.
old Elon Musk last interview?
What do you do?
Did you see Elon Musk's last interview, man, the other day, or his
About the people dying?
previous interview? Yeah, about people dying and saying,
Didn't we talk about this last week?
Yeah.
did we?
Yeah, we
Has
did.
it
We
been
totally
that-
did. We did. And then we started talking about penis pumps after.
Whoa.
Oh,
let's
really?
let's not
Okay.
go there yet. We're still early in this.
But so early in the, yeah, you're right. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I need more alcohol in my system. I drank early and I'm out of beer and I'm sobering up.
Oh no, there was a new point since then. That's why I brought it up. That's
Oh.
right. I remember that we talked about it last week, and there was a new point that has been brought to light. That
Ah.
he is that dude. A lot of the budget in the Mars traveling and Starlink satellites is to continue on with the Thor project. You remember the Thor project?
No.
Oh my God! Look that shit up. I'm not
Thor.
gonna say anything.
Thor project.
Yeah.
Is it a weapon?
Yeah.
It launches
sounds cool.
telephone pole
Adam.
sized kinetic projectiles from Earth orbit.
Oh, railgun?
Whoa, wait. It
It-
says
it-
it said made from tungsten
Yes.
from Earth's orbit. So shooting them from space.
The way I understood it is a nuclear satellite, but so it's nuclear missiles on satellites. That's what the way I understood it.
No, it's just projectiles, but very large projectiles.
The Army's answer to human. Wait, Thor with a 3?
I don't know. I just know it means you can shoot a missile.
Oh, throw a
There'll
project.
be like there's like
Like
three or
Thor.
four Thor satellites that would go around the Earth, and they can fucking just kill anything
That's
anywhere.
pretty crazy.
anytime.
Made from tungsten. Oh, so it's a Sabo gun. They're making Sabo rounds that can be fired from
devastating.
space.
It's devastating, dude. It's the equivalent to an asteroid hitting the fucking area.
Yeah. Shit. So so projectiles made from tungsten from Earth's. Oh yeah. So then they're basically making giant Sabo rounds. If
Now
you don't
this
know
is an old project, and this is just rumor that they said
Yeah.
that fucking part of Starlink and part of the Mars project continues the Thor project. It finishes it for defense reasons of the project.
just fire Sabo rounds from space. That sounds fucking sick. What?
They're
going to
already up
Syria?
there
Well,
apparently.
Well,
He's
I'll
just
tell you
got-
what. I'll tell you what, Knives. My buddy is in Afghanistan, and he says they're supposed to be going over to Syria at some point while he's on his deployment. So we'll see.
What up, Adam
That's-
and DJ? Well,
Hey,
yeah.
Adam.
A lot of shit happening in Syria right now.
Energy weapons. They drop tungsten rods that's the size of a yeah, and it holds enough kinetic energy. It just keeps going to level a city.
Level a city. Jesus Christ. Well, I mean,
Well, yeah.
if you think about it, it's coming into space. It's coming from space.
Oh yeah, it's a piece of metal that's gonna
That's
just
just
hit
gonna
with so much
fucking-
fucking force.
Yeah.
It would be an asteroidal impact. You know what I mean?
Basically.
Yeah.
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 That's crazy.
Dude, I seen an asteroid break up in the
I thought they were
atmosphere a few
nukes.
weeks ago. It was
That-
fucking
that's-
scary.
This is the first I learned that it was fucking tungsten. I thought they were nukes on the fucking satellite. That's
tungsten.
fucking-
See with tungsten, you know, we won't irradiate the fucking environment and like make it
Well-
completely uninhabitable.
The
Well,
explosion.
I'm
itself would
assuming-
irradiate the environment.
But I wouldn't think not as much as a fucking nuke would.
Well, I mean, I don't know. No,
See,
you're right.
yeah, I don't think it won't release like fallout like that. The radiation from it being in space and bringing fucking space radiation, maybe, but
It could potentially chill the whole
heat.
planet. One
Oh, yeah.
strike could potentially chill the whole planet, depending on where it hit. Like, say that there was a lot of
Oh,
debris.
I bet it can.
launched
People are
into
gonna be
the
like,
atmosphere.
"Whoa, chill. Let's not fuck with them anymore. We're fucking
Yeah,
good."
and, you know, like, whoa, we can't
I'm s-
breathe.
we got oversized space Sabo. Get the fuck out. Proposed in the early '80s. That makes sense.
Yeah. The Thor project was a
Literally,
design.
literally
It was,
every crazy project was,
child
was
of the
proposed
Cold
during the
War.
Cold War. Everything that had to relate to defense and space and just absolute devastation came from the Cold War.
But anyway, so yeah, that was said
Yeah.
this week about fucking Elon Musk's thing. I'm still for him, dude. I still fucking go for it, dude. Put a
I
plug in
watched-
my head.
I watch too many sci-fi shows to know that if we're talking shit about it, it's already up there. Or if we're talking about it, it's already up there.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, well then there's this one outfit by the Pentagon where it has just women blonde with the dude that runs in the back door of your garage.
Huge bazongas. I mean,
Yeah, they bounce up and down when you're on live streams. They bounce up
It's
and
called-
down and they come
Oh.
and sit in your lap.
It's called.
I tried.
I tried. Did you guys see that video by Kentucky Ballistics? His fucking 50 cal blew up.
Yes,
Should I shoot it?
that's
Fuck.
crazy. He almost
Fucking-
died, dude. That
He was shooting
crazy.
slap rounds, and people were trying to be like, "Oh, because slap rounds." But honestly, like when I found out when he said it was surplus, they don't make them, and it was a hot round most likely. Like, yeah, that made more sense.
Yeah,
Which
that-
is the
I mean, it's
fuck
just-
to that.
It's interesting that the video wasn't as graphic as you would imagine it would have been
Oh, that was devastating
when it
as fuck.
happened. But after, like,
Oh, yeah.
obviously hearing him talk about, like, damn,
Yeah.
he had a close call.
Yeah, he got lucky. Well, I mean, not lucky, but he was lucky. Luckily, he was unlucky. Luckily, though, that it was just his fuck. He was able just to plug his fucking throat with the guy from the put a thumb in it. I got that shirt on the way too. Just stuck his thumb in his goddamn neck to
Yeah.
keep his shit from fucking bleeding out. Dude, yeah, he was gonna die. He was gonna die if he didn't do that, and he would have for sure died if he wasn't wearing eye pro. If he was not wearing his eye protection, that
Well, if his
that
dad
fucking-
wasn't there, he would have died.
well, no, that cap, well, that too, but that cap that blew off, if it wasn't for his eye protection, stop making the motherfucker deflect, that shit would have went straight up in that eye. That motherfucker would have been dead as fuck.
I don't know if it would have went through. It's not like.
Oh, hell yeah, it would have went through. It had enough force to crack his skull. It would have went right through that nice little squishy eyeball. That eye pro is why it deflected.
And those weren't even like nice eye pros. Those are just like
it just needs to be
basic,
ballistics, man.
yeah.
Nope, just nice, just ballistics like that, real hard, clear plastic will fucking stop damn near anything. You see that one of the pictures they always show, they like to show us in like basic and shit like that, is the dude's eye pro that literally stopped a fucking fragment from a grenade. And it fucking like caught that motherfucker, so it didn't go through his eyeball. You often wonder how you would react in those situations, dude. The fact that his dad was still fucking such a badass and just ran up and was like, "You have a hole in your neck," and just told him what was wrong. And he's like, "You got this," and then just to make sure that he fucking. Well, like I said,
I was more impressed with the way he kept calm. How you?
The way, yeah.
No, because it's true. Like remembering, like, hey, you got to stay calm because you're gonna pump more
Yeah.
blood if you don't.
Oh yeah. That was smart moves. Motherfucker stuck that thumb in his neck and was just like, "All right, time to go."
Fuck that, man. I'd be such a mess, dude. I got sprayed in the eye with air freshener today, and I fell to the ground like a fucking slinky. And they fucking pulled myself up underneath the water faucet and rinse my emergency eye wash. Emergency eye wash.
Dude. When my first field training after basic, and I get to Fort Riley, first fucking field training, I'm chilling in the back of a Bradley, just hanging out or whatever, and all of a sudden, the fucking suppressant system for right here for some reason just fucking shoots off, and just suppressant goes flying past my eye pro, just into my eyes, and I'm like, ah, and I fucking hit the ground. I'm like, what the fuck? And they dropped the ramp. My fucking the NCO that was Bradley commander is fucking yelling at Mulkey to get the fuck out because it was like saying that there was like a fire. There wasn't a fire. For some reason the suppressant system just went off. So, but only the one that was pointed at my eyes. And I'm out. I climb out of the fucking Brad. I'm like, ah, and my buddy, fucking Holston, Specialist Holston was like, he's telling me, he's like, dude, as soon as I saw it go off and I saw you fucking cover your face up and you got out and was like wiping shit off your face, I'm like, holy fuck, I just met this guy and now I watched him go blind in front of me. I was like, that would have been some shit. Fucking first day in the real army and I get fucking blinded by goddamn fire suppressant. And luckily, like, I was like, fuck, and I just wiped this shit off my face real quick. I'm like, that sucks. And like yeah, I was good to go. I was so fun. I literally went, ah, with my both hands in the, like, let go of my weapon. Just, ah. Why? There's like 3 of us in there, so like I was able to just like fall on the floor inside the Bradley.
That's
That's scary as shit, man. Oh god, I met a guy that was removing a bungee from his truck. You know, the bungees with the hooks when they went camping, and the other side fucking let off, and it fucking flung back and caught him in the eye, so he's blind in his right eye.
That's fucking.
Oh,
And he was on his way to becoming a commercial pilot.
That's so
Hey, fuck
shitty.
you.
I would,
Yeah.
dude, in the field, I would know what to do if you got hit in the face with air freshener.
Yeah,
I'd be
exactly.
To the faucet!
Now you shot that someone pee on your face.
Get down!
Get
To the faucet!
to the faucet.
Everybody
For me
down!
while I rinse. I got you
It's
covered.
Airwick!
That's crazy.
Damn, bro. I need to make a drink right quick. BRB.
You know what to do if you get and like come across air freshener.
What do you do?
To the faucet!
Fucking Billy.
Everybody down! There's Airwick! Airwick!
Staring at you like. Those things are creepy. Have you ever heard them go off?
I fucking hate that shit. Yeah, man, these motherfuckers around here are all like World War II buffs and Vietnam buffs, so they just like do it for fun. Like, bitch, I watch movies. That means like get in the ground.
I mean, it's not worse than was it Hawaii that accidentally sent out that text message saying that there was a nuclear bomb gonna hit the island and it wasn't a test, so everyone freaked out and fucking went into hiding. Like, that's fucked up. That'll create some shit right there.
Can you imagine Mount Kilauea getting hit with a fucking nuke?
Jesus.
Oh my god, there'd be more than fuck. Dude,
That's
it
worse
would-
than those. But that's worse than those air sirens because you got an official text message telling you, "Kiss your ass goodbye. You're fucked." That's some scary shit.
I would do so. Wouldn't you? I would do so. I'd be like, let's eat. I'd be like, everybody eat.
Cook everything in the fridge. It's gonna go bad.
I would say, let's eat right now, and then see where.
Yeah, reading story. There's a story about.
Hug, kiss.
There was a
fucking
story I read
ridiculous.
about a father or a mother whose kids were at school, and in that instant, she had to decide which kid she wanted to be with in the end, because she didn't have time to make it to both, and she had to decide like which school to go to pick up which kid, you know. And I'm like, man, how fucking like that's brutal.
What
How
a dumb bitch. Oh, they were different ages.
Yeah, different ages. Yeah, but they were both in school. But like,
Okay, so one was in like high school, one was in the middle.
I don't know their ages, but that's a fucked up situation that you put a parent through.
What?
So we were talking.
At first, I was like, why?
We were talking.
Put our kids in different schools.
We were talking about
you stupid bitch.
that text message that went out to Hawaii that said the
Gin and juice.
The nuke was gonna hit.
Oh, the missile system.
Yeah, and
The missiles were gonna come out.
Yeah, and it wasn't. It's like an official text, and it said this is not a drill or whatever.
It's not a
But
drill. Yeah.
I was saying that there was a lady I read a story about this lady or watched it. I remember.
Yeah.
And she had to choose between, like, which kid do I pick up, from which school? Like, I don't have time to pick both of them up. Which kid do I pick up? And it's like, fuck,
Damn.
that'll leave
Which
you.
one do I love more?
No,
That
it goes
kid
down
fit-
to, like, you know what I would do?
No.
I would go to the youngest one. I'd be like, well, this one's lived longer. This one hasn't.
I would think that
After-
the oldest one would probably be more cognizant to like figure
Sure.
out where the shelters are if the school has
would-
one.
yeah,
or the
I
school
would
is closed,
text-
then I
I would, text
Yeah.
the oldest one, say, I'm on my way to the youngest one. You make your way to the youngest one too, you selfish bitch.
or make your way to wherever is close by that is like set up for shelters. I'm sure there's places in Hawaii that set up real good after Pearl Harbor.
Imagine
Oh,
though.
that's a good
Imagine though. There's someone. These are gonna be fucked up. But imagine there's that one guy who was debating on offing himself, and that text message comes in, and he's like, "Fuck it. There's no point. Might as well do it."
Homeboy might have just sat there and just like laid down and accepted that
True.
though instead.
True.
That's fine. I go out by missile. Hey,
Or
especially
like,
if he has life
See the
insurance.
end of the world. Yeah, what fucking dumbass would put a bullet in his head if he knew he could see the end of the world?
you're
in the
right.
next 30 minutes?
or
What
or
bullshit.
or someone was like, "Hey, fuck it. I'm gonna go rob a bank." Just to experience it.
For what? What are you gonna buy? A gallon
Just
of
to-
milk?
no,
Oh,
just
that's
to-
not
Rob a bank,
good.
just to go in there and do some dumb shit.
I
'Cause
just
that's how-
I just watched a video of this
To
guy.
make other people's lives a living hell the
there,
last minute.
there was this guy
There.
who was a bank robber, and he had so his brother-in-law got in trouble, and some gangsters came to his house, and they were like, you know, you have a wife and a kid, and they owed $180,000. He's an ex-Marine, and he was like, how am I supposed to come up with this? And he's like, you're a soldier boy, figure it out. He's like, go rob a bank or something. And so he started robbing banks in order to make the money he started robbing banks, and then within 6 banks or 4 banks, he had enough money, he paid them off, and he was like, I'm good at this, like, fuck it. And he
Just keep
robbed
doing it.
over 100 fucking banks and didn't
Hell
get
yeah.
caught. And then so they found out who he was, and they raided his house, but he didn't have the backpack, he didn't have hats, he had nothing that he was robbing the bank with, not even the glasses, except when he was casing out one of the banks, he was sitting on a bench outside the bank, and this gay dude came up to him and hit on him. And that dude gave him a business card. So he was the only guy that could tie him to that bank. And that business card was in a pair of pants in his bedroom. And so he was like kind of naked with his chick. And he was like, yo, I'm really cold. Can you bring me my pants? They're right here. And the cop came, grabbed his pants, and then he like did the quick search like that. And he didn't find them. So he gave them to him. He put them on. And then he reached in and like he was like talking to his girl, and he ate the paper. He's like, that was the most delicious piece of paper I've ever fucking eaten in my life. And so he ended up turning himself in after some shit. And they only, so he made like $4 million out of all this, but they only were able to tie him. They said, well, if you confess, we'll only tie you to, we'll only charge you for the banks within this area, which was like 30 banks or something like that.
Didn't have them for anything
Yeah.
else.
Yeah, and so anything outside of that, we won't tie you to. But they didn't have the fake gun he had, so they couldn't prove it was a weapon and blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. And so they gave him. He did like 7 years in prison, and
Hell
and,
yeah.
and he only had to pay back like $400,000 out of all the money. There, I was I'll try to share the video. Yeah, so he came out with a lot of money, but now
Good
he's
for him.
of course now he's a motivational speaker.
That's exactly what they do. People go to prison, come out. I'm a motivational speaker now.
We'll
It's like
find
Jordan Belfort, Wolf of Wall Street. He
Yeah.
fucking made millions and millions,
it.
but
But he lost it all. They took it all.
well,
Damn.
not all of it. He still had what was in his bank account, right? And
I
then
thought they took
he
it,
did-
but maybe
They
yeah.
freeze your account.
they took his stock holdings and his, from what I understand, they took his stock holdings and his right to trade until 2021, which is
Now.
this year.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, he's back on the market again.
Oh, here it is. His name was Kane Vincent Dyer. I'll put the link in the chat. It's a really interesting it's a really interesting video. And what you were saying, Billy, exactly goes to that point. Is he was saying like the FBI agent was like, "You dude, there's people that can't ever go back to work because of you. Like like you scarred people's lives and shit."
Scarred for
Yeah.
life.
But it was definitely interesting. I was like, damn, you only did like 7 years? That's fucking crazy.
Shit, dude. Fucking
Just like Jordan. That's why Jordan's name came up in my head, because he fucking did the same thing, dude. Fuck people's lives over, right over. And then this year, here he is, right back on the market.
Yep.
But it's a different market. He doesn't know this market at all, man. There's no brokerage fees, and bitch, fuck you. You know? I can do my own shit.
fucking. Oh man, what was I gonna say? I said something earlier and I forgot. Oh, why did my controller fall? What the fuck?
It's probably something about a controller falling off. I am psychic.
Nah. I think it was back when we were talking about like Doge and shit. Oh, people fucking pulling their money. Yeah, like, cause you were saying how you like you put in at like 25 and pulled at like fucking 30 or some shit.
Mhm.
But my buddy was like messaging me because he's like, oh, I think he sold all his Doge too, like a long time ago. And he's like, oh, Doge is going up, and I'm like, yeah, I know. And he kept messaging me to ask me how my Doge is looking, and then he put money in at like 25, 27 cents.
And then down.
And he's like, oh, it's up, and it's going. It went up past 30. It was like at 34, and I was like, yeah, just hold on to it, man. Just like, big chill it. And he's like, oh, I'm up like. He was only up not even like $100 or something like that, I think. And then then he eventually got to 30. It went down to 30, so he fucking pulled it out. And he's like, how's your Doge looking? I pulled out at 30. What are you gonna do? And I'm like, I'm fucking holding, my guy, because I
If you
put
bought
in.
it cheaper.
But if he would have left it in when he bought it the first time, he'd be doing pretty clean. If he would have left it in around the 17, I think he bought it at like 17 cents.
Yeah, but what is it now?
Well, now it's at 34 cents.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. It's holding. It's been holding at like 25 to 30
See,
cents the last couple
That's
weeks.
what I'm talking about, man.
So it's just it's
like fucking long time hodling seems like it's not worth it. That's just not enough money to really fucking be like waiting and letting this shit fucking. I understand if you have like maybe 1,600 and a bunch of different firms, like a bunch of different coins, and then some fucking regular investments too, to where it's just like making you like thousands of dollars a day, But otherwise, if you're not in it for thousands and thousands of dollars, man, I don't understand fucking long-term trading.
if you put it in something that's relatively new or something like what Doge is happening, right? And you put in a little bit of money, and like if you have a couple hundred to fucking spare, even if you would have kept that couple hundred he threw in, I think he threw it at like 15-ish cents or something like that initially, like a while back. If he would have kept that, he'd be doing pretty fucking okay right now. Shit, he'd get more than the not even $100 that he got from Doge from putting it in at 25 cents.
It depends on the surge. Like if there's a surge in question, then absolutely. Like the last Bitcoin surge. I think I've mentioned this before. I don't know if I have or not. But my stepson, he bought $100 in Bitcoin in 2017 to buy a fake ID, and he bought that fake ID. Came in the mail. Everything's all good, right? And he spent $100 in Bitcoin. He was out of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I fucking did the math on that. It's a $600,000 fake ID.
Damn.
Wow.
He froze up.
He sure
His connection
did.
dropped. There's enough time to save a fake ID. There he is. He's back.
Did I break up? Sorry.
You said a $600,000 fake ID, and that's where it stopped.
Yeah, that was all I said.
That's fucking ridiculous. What submarine? A submarine went missing this week?
Oh
or
yeah,
last
they
week?
did. Yeah, yeah.
Who? What submarine?
Uh,
What brand? Or
It's a
Country.
different another country. I don't remember.
Oh, okay. Probably went off radar.
It's probably foreign.
Combination.
Indonesia.
Oh, that
I
makes sense.
think. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Indonesia.
That makes sense.
Oh no, they found it. Mission
Yeah,
Indonesia
you said
submarine
they found
found broken into at least 3 parts. What a shitty way to go, right there, man.
3 parts. It got oh shit. Was someone attacked it or it fucking blew? It just fucking.
I'm
imploded?
sure. I doubt it. I probably
Fucking bishop.
imploded.
Imploded. Fuck, dude. That suck. That's
No
the scariest
shit. Based
is
on the
being on a scrub.
evidence, it can be stated that the KRI Nagala has sunk and all of its crew has died. Of course, they're in a fucking
Of course.
submarine.
There's you don't live if that shit implodes.
That's crazy. That's
Shit.
the second.
You don't even live if you.
The
yeah,
last
if you
one
somehow
was
go out.
the last one was a Russian submarine, right? That sunk, and
I
then
don't remember.
yeah, a Russian submarine sunk, and then the U.S. offered to help, and they were like, no.
Fuck that.
So that
What
everyone
up,
died.
Lily? Yeah. But Lily. Nah,
Yeah.
man. Nah, dude. But like I said, like, the whole Dogecoin thing there, like I get what Billy's trying to say, but honestly, like I said, like if you I put $200 into it, so if you put, short amount of change into something and you can just let it grow, like fuck, dude, I'm up so much right now. I'm just letting that shit sit because at the end of the day, it's like, all right, it's $200 that I probably would have spent on,
Beer.
I don't know, video games and beer.
Yeah.
So instead of playing video games and like buying all the video games, like it's like
I bought Kenny. Well, I gotta send the money, but I bought Kenny Rust, and I bought
Oh,
it
did
for the
you?
kids. It's on the console now.
yeah, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, the kids have been playing it. They were playing it earlier.
That's
But
funny. Looking
It
Rust.
looks like it's gonna be cross-platform, which is gonna be cool.
That'd be chill.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Dude,
man.
we were playing. I was playing Valheim. Yeah. Valheim. Valheim.
Bruh.
With, I was playing Valheim
What
with
up?
Arson and Morphine and them yesterday. That was pretty fun.
Adam,
What
who is
up,
that
Adam?
behind
You have a strange man behind you.
This is Mongo.
What up?
Mongo.
He has
My Mongo.
he has a good
Mongo
beard.
only pawn in Game of Life.
He has a good beard.
It's only good because you're further than 5 feet away.
Okay. Okay.
It's a good from afar beer.
You know what? I'm gonna go grab a beer. I'll be right back.
This Beefeater gin is not that good, but this really dark Minute Maid juice is really keeping it from being gross.
Gin and juice is
Gin and juice. I have no more
it's
beer.
a staple.
There's 0 vodka in this house. There's only tequila and gin.
What's wrong with tequila?
Well, I want to drink it with something. I'm not gonna sit here and just do shots. I'm not trying to.
Come on.
I'm not trying to get fucked up like that. I'm trying to fucking live my life a little bit.
I drink tequila and Jaeger when I work on my engine, so it's all good.
Man, I haven't been able to just do shots of shit since like what December of fucking 2017. Fucking
Got too
after
fucked up.
dude, after I got back from Korea, my buddy one of my buddies was like, "Yo, my dad, he's like my dad gave me this tequila and asked if you wanted it because when we drink tequila, we become real angry bastards and just start breaking shit." So I'm like, "Sure." And he's like, "Yeah, his buddy's a trucker and he brought it straight
What's
from
up, Adam?
Mexico."
What's up, Billy?
So it's this. It
What
was
up?
Herradura. It was Herradura, the fucking blue label, but it was like straight from the barrel edition. So it was like straight from the fucking factory. And so I'm like, I've never had this. It was in a nice box. It's a fucking big ass bottle. So me and my wife at the time are like, let's try this shit. So we got our kid to bed early that night. We're like, oh hey, let's do some shots. And we thinking you're gonna have to fucking shoot the lime and shit like all that shit. Fucking went. Here we go. And I fucking pop and I went.
So smooth.
Oh shit, we good. And then like I would put that shit away during my streams and shit in my apartment, and you'd be like, you fucking feel great. You're like, fuck yeah, you just fucking put that shit away. And you're fucking streaming. It's fucking 3 in the morning. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go to bed now, guys. Cool. I go, damn, I drank a lot of that tonight. You stand up, you go lay down, then all of a sudden the world is like,
It's like,
Here's my
and
every
you're just like, fuck.
everyone's
That's
got a good tequila story. Here's mine.
Dude, that
Here's
is
mine.
the best tequila, man.
So when I was 18, my mom worked nights, and so my friend showed up on my birthday when I turned 18, and he goes, "I got a present for you," and he opens up his jacket, and he just came from Tijuana, and it was a big bottle of tequila. I was like, yes. So I just turned 18. I lived with my mom. Like, no, I wasn't 18. I wasn't even 18. I was like 16 or something like that.
Damn.
And
You're
because-
incriminating the fuck out of whoever.
Anyways-
We don't condone underage
anyways, yeah,
drinking here.
anyways, so she leaves. So we you know, I didn't have any. We didn't have any shot glass. We took coffee mugs and filled it and started drinking out of coffee mugs. So we drank some, and then we're like, let's go to the arcade. So we walked to the arcade. 100% fine, no problem. We're in the arcade for like 30, 40 minutes, no problem. Playing, no problem. Walk outside, the sun hits us, the air. We were like, boom, what the fuck happened? Done. So we go home, we go back to my house, and we finish the bottle, of course.
God.
So the next thing I know is I wake up in my bed with the ambulance, with the EMT slapping me in the face. And he's like,
Oh, man.
and he's like, do you know what day it is? And I was like, it's my birthday. And he looks at my mom and he goes, he's gonna be all right. And then they leave. So then I'm like, oh, my mom was pissed. So
Yeah.
I'm like, so like, I get up and I go into the living room. My mom's there, my girlfriend's there, my friend's there, his uncle's there, my girlfriend's mom is there, her stepdad is there. They're Filipino, and they're Filipino. And the first thing he says, her stepdad says is, "Why didn't you invite me?" And I'm like, "Oh my god!" And ever since then, I can't do tequila, man. Just tasting it brings me back, and I'm like,
Oh.
"Ugh."
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I love tequila, man. Well, I take that back. Mezcal. It's got to be fucking blue agave, fucking tequila, or it's trash. It's just.
I think you brought that up
or any
last time,
other-
and I need to look some of that shit up because I ain't never had a tequila. It was like a blue agave tequila or some shit.
Every time
Actually,
we
I
hang out,
have
one.
agave. I might
a
have
good one.
agave tequila in my shit right now.
every time we hang
A
out
good
with
one that
oh, go ahead.
any liquor store is El Jimador. It's one that I can vouch
Yeah.
for. It's a nice, pure blue agave tequila.
Let's see what I have.
Good
Hold on
stuff.
here. I know I have something.
Every
It's
time
probably-
I
it's probably shit.
every time I
Shit.
go out with this one of me and Kenny's one of our friends, DSG, he always buys. Anytime we go anywhere, he buys fucking shots of Don Julio. That's what he drinks. That stuff's not too bad. And I don't know if it's not too bad or if I'm already drunk by the time he buys the shots that it doesn't matter to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
for me,
any
18 months
fucking
ago.
jackass can make tequila in his fucking garage. You know, you can fucking get a cactus from fucking Kroger in the
Right.
plant section. Just fucking mix it with some yeast and sugar. Fucking
got-
make some tequila. See how it turns out.
Oh, it's a blue bottle. That's fancy.
I got Milagro, how do you say it? 100%
Ooh.
100% de agave, silver.
That looks like a perfect bottle to stick right up your butt.
Here's that. Just like, hold on,
Yeah.
there you go.
Like a designer butt bottle.
It's like you got the like the mushroom tip first, and then it loosens, then and then it's easier the rest of the thing.
It
So just
is.
like
That's,
kinda-
that's why they
it's like-
designed it.
It goes.
Look,
It's like
look. Even the fucking no. Hold up. There's a label. Even the text is stretched out like it's.
Ah!
the cork is just a
Oh, he's
fucking
doing it.
physical.
Do it. Don't be just do it.
Oh, it's a cork.
Drink
Take a
it.
shot. Take a shot.
It smells. It
Shot.
smells interesting.
Taste it. See if it's
smells like
smooth.
it's been up somebody's butt.
Smells like it's been up someone's ass.
My bad.
It's okay. It's an antiseptic. You're good.
Get it? Get it?
Oh,
That's actually not that bad. That's fucking alcohol, but
That's what that is.
It didn't. You know when sometimes like it hit like when it's right before you right before you swallow.
Oh yeah.
And it's like
tell us.
you got that second where it's
go
just
on.
like you
I like where
fucking
this
can't.
is going.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you gotta fucking swallow right away.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying is though when the alcohol just kind of sits, it just like it's like you don't want to fucking drink it anymore.
Do you ever watch that YouTube channel? It's
That was a
it's
bad
called
idea.
like Out of Work something, and he
That was a
just
fucking bad idea.
he just tastes like different liquors and stuff like that and different alcohols, but he's like he does it like super like he's like a one of those people that sniffs the wine and does all that stuff.
What?
But he does it like on like malt liquor and fucking like he does like
Oh,
Four Locals.
Swishes fucking cobra in his mouth.
Yeah. He does it. He does that, and he spits it
That's
into
weird.
a cup. He spits it into a cup, and he talks about it. It's called like
He's
Out
on
of
TikTok too.
Like a wine taster.
yeah, but he
he
tastes
does
like
really shitty
random
alcohol.
shit. It's I'm gonna find his channel. It's freaking hilarious.
I think I have run into him on TikTok.
Yeah, they've got a lot of his videos on there.
Oh, is it Out of Work
Is that the
Wine
guy
Guy?
that smacks his lips together a whole bunch?
Yeah.
There's one guy that.
Yeah, Out of Work Wine Guy. That's it.
Wine guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does like let's see, just like he did Four Locals, Watermelon, and Gold Review, Everclear,
I have seen that.
White
Oh.
Claw,
What was that?
a
That one dude
Chelada,
so nice.
a
This one
Chelada.
tastes like unemployment.
Yeah,
and welfare checks.
Yeah.
Terrible.
He says, "Who would be drinking this?" And then he goes through a list of people who would be drinking it. It's such a good channel.
I don't know where I was at. I forgot where the fuck I was at. But for them, like, I want a drink, and they had to purchase. I don't think it was like a store or somewhere. It was somewhere where I was just trying to get a drink, and there was Old English there, and I had flashbacks.
No,
I
no.
had mad flashbacks. I was like, fuck,
Dude. See, I've
Hey.
been broke to the point of giving plasma for beer money.
dude.
We had a
I'm
night.
yeah,
we had a
that's
night where
pretty
we all
fucked
drank a
up.
40 of Old English.
Oh god.
Well, we
I-
did Old English, and then we did what's the other one we did? Colt? No,
I did.
'Cause
do the next one.
I started up fucking 40 Friday.
Yeah,
So we would, because I've never had like your basic 40s
we did
ever.
Mickey's.
So
Mickey's.
So we did
that was the other
Mickey's.
one.
we did Mickey's. Yeah,
Mickey's
I
is
think
actually one of the tastier ones.
It is one of the
It
tastier
was.
ones.
I had
Yeah.
to buy,
This new
yeah.
shit is still shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because someone brought it up. I forgot who was in this. Someone brought it up. Old English. I'm like, I ain't never had that.
Yeah, so we're
And-
like, everybody go get Old English.
Yeah.
And so the next Friday, we all had 40s of Old English.
I intentionally set that one out.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
so fucked.
That was
dude.
the
Thinking,
worst weekend I'd ever had.
I was like, this shit tastes like an alcoholic
It's one
sugar
of those.
cookie. What the fuck? And then like the next day, me and Ghost were like, we're gonna go riding up in the mountains.
I can't
So-
believe you guys
So
were
I'm
riding.
I rode
I
from
remember that.
my house to his. So I rode 2 hours to his fucking
Yeah.
house in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And then
I think
Yeah,
it's
these
like-
motherfuckers is like, oh yeah, you know what? We're all gonna meet up here on this link with a 40, and then we're fucking gonna finish that 40. And, you know,
I
and then
after Mickey's, I
before
was
you
like,
know,
I'm not.
40 ounces is not-
after the
even a malt
Mickey's-
liquor, that's not that much fucking alcohol. So
After-
you know you're gonna fucking buy two.
After the
I'm like,
Mickey's,
man,
I was like, I'm not doing
I'm
this
not
anymore.
fucking
This is disgusting. It reminds me too much of my teen days. Too much.
I knew exactly what would happen too, and I tuned in. I tuned in like an hour and a half into stream that day
Everyone's
just to
fucked
see
up.
what you guys were doing, and that's what I heard from all of you too. This is gross. What are we doing? Why did we do this? That was it.
I had Colt 45 at Erica's house actually, Knives. But I was chilling at Erica's house one night. I probably should have hopped in the stream that day too, but I
That's
didn't
funny.
because. And I bought some Colt 45 because it was there, and I go, I need this for fucking 40 Friday. And then I ended up just not like bringing it back to the house. I just drank it there that night or like the following night because I was just drinking by myself. She fell asleep early, and I'm like, I'm gonna stay up, get fucked up, and watch shitty movies on Amazon. Or not even that. I was on Amazon watching fucking The Dead and shit. If you ever seen that, it's just some dude walking around Africa while zombies are fucking
Still 73
walking
degrees
around.
out, man.
Damn good
Fucking
movie.
hot.
It's actually a really good movie. Then I found out they made a second one that takes place in India.
Oh,
It wasn't as good
if
as the
you're-
first one.
If you're looking for something good to watch, look
How
at
dare you.
The Escapist on Amazon.
The
Which one is that?
Escapist.
I think I've seen
It's
that.
Mark Hamill, or it's Mark Hamill. No.
Mark?
That,
Oh, God.
they
It's
give
Mark
him,
Hammond from Top Gear and The Great Tour.
Richard Hammond.
Richard Hammond, yeah. And Tori Belleci from Mythbusters.
oh yeah.
They're like caught on a desert island and they
I
have
couldn't
to
get
build
into
a-
that.
Dude, it was
Okay.
hilarious.
I watched it for
Oh,
5
I
minutes.
watched
and
that
I'm hooked.
whole fucking thing.
That's
with
pretty
the
much what I did. I put it on and I was like, nope,
Dude,
next show.
It was so funny. It's
They
like,
did the hydrogen, right? The hydrogen balloons and shit.
but it's they sneak.
hydrogen
They
condoms.
sneak. It's like an educational show that they sneak
Yeah,
in
they
on.
sneak
Like,
it in. Yeah.
But it was so good.
Fucking my parents are watching that movie that just came out, the Tom Clancy film with
I just watched it today.
Michael B. Jordan.
It was all right.
Just came
Oh,
out
yeah.
right now. I want to watch it.
It was
They're
alright.
watching it. I walked over there and I noticed what was on. I'm like, oh, and I fucking
So-
made my drink
so-
real quick, got out of there.
I won't
I'm
give any
focused.
spoilers.
I
I
watched
actually-
that this weekend.
I won't give any spoilers on it, but
Yeah.
it had a good story. I felt
Yeah,
like
Tom
some of the
Clancy.
acting was kind of not right. It felt like a medium budget movie, to be honest.
yeah,
but it was okay.
spoilers.
It is Amazon.
No,
so-
It is
spoilers,
Amazon.
but it
Yeah,
was,
but, like-
I mean, a movie about juggling,
But-
and I'm glad
about
you learned how to
juggling.
juggle.
Automatic assault juggling.
I know, man. That was some lethal fucking weapon trade juggling.
Yeah, weapons great. Yeah. No, it was all right though. I did watch it. I saw it the other day, and I was like, oh no, watch it today while I was working.
I figured that story wise, it's gonna be great, or it's gonna be really good.
Tom
because
Clancy, yeah.
Tom Clancy.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Right.
really anything Tom Clancy has written that gets put into a movie relies on the studio fucking doing it justice.
If I would have paid for that movie in a movie theater, I probably would have been like, it's all right.
Yeah.
But watching it from home and being able to
I need
watch
to
it
see.
is not
I
bad.
need to see that movie. Nobody. Apparently,
Oh, it's
I think
so good, dude.
they said that
I'm
actually
fucking
does take
vouching
place.
for it.
I think they say it actually
Oh,
takes
I wanna
place
see that,
in the
yeah.
Keanu Reeves universe.
Is
Or
that
the John
Yeah,
Wick
dude.
universe?
John Wick universe.
Yeah.
where is
that's
that
cool.
on the HBO or where was that at?
It was only in. I think you can rent it in digital, but
I
it was
think I
only,
already
it came out
downloaded it. I'm
in
checking.
One more beer.
it came out in theaters. It was saying they were advertising it like only in theaters because theaters were like opening back up.
I wanna grab one of those.
So-
I got the early,
I don't think I
was it one of those early access emails? Like in
Yeah.
fucking,
Not bad.
what was it, February 25th or some shit? I got an early access email. I was like, hey, you want to rent this and be a focus group? And I fucking went for it. It was $20, and I loved it, dude. It was
Yeah.
great fucking flick.
I gotta watch it. I saw I think I can rent it. I can rent it so I can watch
I'm
it
gonna
on,
download it
on
right now.
Amazon. I'm not sure if you can buy it. It's definitely a movie. I'm pretty sure like I'll want to buy it.
Can you send
Well, I
five?
mean, if you like him, if you like fucking, what's his name? Fucking
Yeah.
Saul?
Where
Better
is
Call
it?
Saul?
Yeah, he's a good. Yeah, I like him. I like him as an actor.
Oh, it's under there.
He's
you
fucking
send
fantastic.
files
And you
on
put
Discord?
him as a hero. I mean, you take that fucking lovable, cuddly bubble
Yeah.
kind of fucking character, and then you make him a hero.
Yeah.
It was exactly what you would expect.
Yeah.
Man. The director did him justice. They made him look great. You'll
Yeah,
love it.
it's the directors. They're the same crew. It's the same crew from John Wick.
What?
It's all this. It's like pretty much the same exact crew.
It's fantastic.
That's,
I mean,
I think that's. I was
putting-
reading something. I
putting
didn't want to.
Saul, putting
Bobby.
Saul in that fucking role is
Yeah.
really hilarious, man.
So Bobby, you
It
know
makes
about
you smile
coins,
the whole
right?
way.
What's up?
You know about coins, right?
This fucker.
Like
I do a little
Like-
bit. Yeah.
like military coins.
Yes.
So this
If they
is
have
my
monetary
favorite.
value, I know about.
It's a bottle opener,
Yeah,
Oh, that's
dude.
cool.
Who gave you that?
it is the
an
Adjutant
option.
General Maintenance Coin of Excellence.
That is sick.
It is the maintenance coin for the State of Oregon National Guard.
Whoa, that's
And it
pretty
is-
badass.
A bottle
Oh, cool.
opener.
That's a bottle opener. That's fucking sick.
This is what the camera's about.
That's badass. I swear I got a coin from a first sergeant when at one point. I don't know. I don't have it. So someone else must have got it.
I got coins. from basic
What the
training.
fuck?
Actually, my
got a
best one.
I got a quarter.
Hold up. Yoshiko, what?
My best one is actually from
Yoshiko just donated. So I've been doing that
That put me off.
stackup.org stuff still, and
Yeah.
I increased the goal up. Yoshiko just threw $200 to stack up.
I think you should bark out a bottle of chili. I'm just
What?
saying.
What?
$200 deserves some chili
I should pour some just hot sauce straight in my mouth right now for Yoshiko. Yoshiko, oh my god.
with a shot. You put it in the shot, right? Don't you?
No, hell no. That's a terrible
That's
idea.
how they do it.
Yoshiko, thank you so much. Holy fuck. Hold on. Let me.
That's
put
so
up the,
awesome. Good shit.
Thank you so much. Holy crap. Let me find the stack up thing here so I can pop that up there. Wow. Yep. 550. Holy crap. Oh my god. Yoshiko MVP. Still one of like the best people I have in my community. Awesome person to play games with. Awesome
That's
person to know.
awesome.
Said would donate wouldn't work for me. Oh yeah, when it wouldn't work. Oh yeah, I don't understand why that happened. Oh, what's that?
4-star.
Oh shit!
General Senseki,
Fucking
If you own a
shit.
drink,
Chief of Staff
Wow.
of the U.S. Army.
Fuck. Hell yeah! Order some wings, Erica says. Oh my god, Yoshiko, I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much to stack up. Oh
Just
my god.
lick it and pass it. Put it in your finger.
Yeah.
Do a quick lick.
Yeah,
You're
I
good.
was planning on doing something too. For again, probably getting some new hot sauces and running a new challenge so I can, to raise some more money. But oh my fuck,
That's a lot.
I guess
Good
I'm
shit.
gonna have to increase we'll have to increase then and do another day of a sauce. I might keep this going throughout the whole year, so because it goes until December. Which I think that's why you couldn't donate last time, Yoshiko, was because it ended in December. And I think my code and shit wasn't working anymore. So I had to make the code again or redo everything. So this is a brand new one now.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my god.
Mr. Knives. Mr. Knives, I'm just
Hot sauce
seeing.
challenges. I will watch the shit out.
I'm just seeing
Dude,
your
alright.
message. Mr.
Alright,
Knives
hold on.
says when we were drinking the old Englishes and stuff, he got fucked up with us.
Oh,
he was
drinking
watching
too?
and drinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so dope.
I missed that. I
That's
saw
so
him. I
cool.
missed him say that he drank. Oh, what did he say? He said it in your Twitch chat, huh?
YouTube.
I said on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube.
When did
Yeah.
he say that?
It's there. I don't know.
A long time ago.
Yeah,
Jesus
apparently I missed
Christ,
it.
Get
Yeah.
with it. Fuck.
'Cause I
sake.
have- I ha- yeah,
Are
'cause
you
I have
here
what-
with
I have
us
what he-
on this live stream.
I
Are
have
you
when he talked
reading
about the
it? Are you
submarine,
having
and then he
everything?
talked about
Are
he
you
said
just
OE
acting
and Colt
like
45,
the
but that's all I
end
have
of it?
after that. And then his
Oh,
thing
you
Mortal
might have to
Kombat, yeah.
refresh then.
Finished.
Yeah, you might have to
Yeah.
refresh. I think your
Alright,
shit's
man.
fucked up.
Probably.
Yeah, let's say that.
So you're gonna
Alright.
drink. You're gonna lick some chili.
All right,
right now?
Yoshiko. You know what, Yoshiko, stick around for like 2-3 minutes if you can. I'm gonna go grab
You gotta go to the hot
Uh,
one.
the hot.
You
the
gotta
last
go to the
dab.
hot one. Yeah.
The last dab.
You
just
got. I
stick
mean,
the
that's
last dab on my tongue and
$200.
just
You gotta
fucking
go.
die.
Yeah. You gotta
The
go. with
last
it.
dab.
Yeah.
The last dab.
The last dab.
Let's
That's
go straight
$200.
for it
You
now.
gotta go straight for it.
It's 200
Get a
bucks. I
shot
gotta do
glass.
it. Oh my god. Nah.
Get a shot glass tequila with it. Come on, it's $200.
You wash
Fuck
it
that.
down with tequila.
You can't
Exactly.
wash. It's just gonna make things worse.
Have you
Oh my
tried
God.
it? Have you tried it though? But have you
No,
tried it
no.
though?
Well, no, because I was drinking my beer with my other ones.
Yeah,
and
but
that
that's
didn't
not
help at all.
tequila. But that's
No
not
balls.
tequila.
Yeah, no, yeah, 100. Yo, fuck you drink the last dab. Big bro.
I'll do it.
He's about to drink. He's about to have some last dab here live. This is gonna be great. He's gonna
Oh.
die again. That
I'll
shit
make
was
last-
hilarious. He had to shut his camera off and
scared.
everything last time. He was done.
It's
raising
man,
money
we
for.
fucking don't even get even close to what we used to act like on these live
Oh,
streams.
I know.
Like 5
I
years
know.
Oh,
ago.
dude.
There was
Seriously.
Theo
times, like,
freaking
you
door.
fucking-
What up,
we
my
have a
guy?
snoring in front of his fucking microphone.
Do you know how long it's been
2
since
hours at a
anybody
time.
set something on fire?
Yeah, it's been a while.
No. Or shotguns, or like fucking-
wanna-
or
you wanna
yeah,
jump
fell
in?
asleep-
You do have that
fell
ass
asleep
behind you,
naked.
just staring at me.
Yo, Theo freaking door. You wanna
No,
link? You wanna jump in?
That shows where your mind is. That shows where your mind is. If that's what you noticed about my friend.
It's not a very juicy
Man's
ass.
ass. Like,
And,
All right, hold on.
There's
I'll be
all
right back.
this stuff to
All
look at. There's a painting of an engine right here. And instead, you chose to
There's an
concentrate
ass
on
right
that.
there.
Man,
I can't wait him to go straight into the last dab. This is gonna be interesting. Like he's skipping everything. He's going straight into the last dab. This is gonna be good.
This is my first
what's
ever
the
live
last
stream
dab?
on anything.
right?
What
This
the
is fun.
What the fuck is the last dab? Is that like something to do with pot?
No, it's a super like
It's the
hot sauce.
it's this like hot wing challenge.
Oh, I
It's
know
it's
what
on the
you're talking about now. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. That fucking YouTube bullshit.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, he's doing it on his Twitch. He's not gonna do it here.
What? That's gay.
That is gay.
I like to use that word now.
I don't know if my internet can handle that many
I was gonna do
Gays.
streams.
I'll share it. I'll share it here. I'll share it here if he does it.
That's too many gays from my internet.
All right, hold on. Now I'm gonna share that screen. Hold on.
What is this ad?
It's like 100 gays per second.
We'll
Oh
see.
yeah, he's got it up.
We're gonna watch
Was
him
that
do
the
this.
Spanish Excedrin commercial we just watched?
Oh no, he's coming back over here.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay, good. Yeah. I was like, what? You gonna fucking just dip like that?
I just wanted to talk to Yoshiko and whoever's listening.
But you just got out of being like 1,000 gigabytes per second.
What?
Gigabytes?
Gigabytes.
Gigabytes? Gigabytes.
It's not quite a quintillion.
He said gigabytes.
Dude, fuck, man. I have a piece of beef in my fucking fridge. Maybe I'll just dump that on there real quick and eat it with. This is gonna suck just straight up like this.
Don't forget your shot.
Well, that has to do with your RAM, not your memory.
I'm not gonna. The fucking last dab, bro.
Last dab.
RAM
I
it down there.
want to pour this straight in my fucking mouth.
Friday.
Let me get a piece of meat.
Oh, get a
Let me get piece of
spoon.
meat.
Just get a spoon.
No, I don't
I'm
want to
right
lick it.
here.
I want to chew it so it gets around. Hold on.
He needs a piece of meat to stick in his mouth.
Oh, well, I won't talk on that one.
Yeah, 32
you.
gigs.
uh,
32 gags. shove it down your fucking. Yeah, I'm getting full of myself here.
this is
I
gonna
gotta
be
stop.
interesting.
I may or may not have gotten that.
All right, Theo. All right, man. I sent you
Hey,
the link on
totally
Instagram, so whenever you want to jump in, just jump in.
Yeah, jump in.
Jump in.
Everybody, jump. Crisscross
right.
will make you.
I got this. I got a piece of.
Make you.
I got a nice piece of kubade.
That looks like a turd on a fucking napkin. What is that?
It's kubade. It's a 50-50 mix of beef and lamb. It's Mediterranean. It's like a kebab kind of thing. It's like there's a long piece of it, so I just ripped off some of it because this was leftovers.
Enjoy.
You are now the main screen, sir. You are now the main screen.
Is that supposed to be some gross shit to eat, I guess?
This is the last dab. It's the hottest hot sauce. It's super stupidly hot sauce.
Oh, you're putting the hot sauce on the gigabyte.
Yeah, on the gigabyte.
How many Scovilles is that?
How many Scovilles is this? I couldn't tell you.
I'm checking right
It
now.
doesn't. It might
2
say-
million Scovilles. Wait,
That sounds about right.
no, that's the final.
It's
Yeah,
a
the
it's
hot
a
ones,
10 out of
ones,
10 on the
last-
heat
last
level.
dabber.
So
It's gotta be.
three
It's not-
different.
a drop doesn't do much on regular food.
The drop does when it's on your fucking tongue, but like
You gotta kind of like at least like give it a fighting
Soak it.
chance. Yeah, put
That's the
some
one
on
you
there.
tap the bottom. That
Yeah.
shit's just gonna. Oh, you missed. You got it on the paper.
a little piece.
A glob
I-
is acceptable.
A
A
little
drop is not.
tappy tap.
No,
Oh my god.
tap
Oh
is
my
not
god.
acceptable.
You fucked up. You
Good,
fucked
that's
up.
good, that's good. No,
That's a
good,
lot.
that's a glob.
That's slightly more than I had last time, and so this is gonna be worse.
That's a good
Especially if I
squeeze.
so the thing I did last time was that I like pretty much just fucking absorbed everything, all the food, so I didn't like chew it and let it like
Oh,
move around
right
my
now-
gums.
Right
so if
now
this
there's
bitch gets around
somebody
this bitch is gonna get around my gums.
He fucking repointed the camera. Right now there's somebody replacing the
So,
glob.
yeah, someone
Yeah,
replacing it.
So
They
I
already
don't, you don't
replaced
feel
it
robbed.
with ketchup and tuna
There it
fish.
is.
They already did it. Oh, you
All right, let's see.
Damn it.
Cheers, my friend. Here, cheers, my friend. Good.
Yeah, cheers, brother. Fuck. All right.
Better chew that shit up good. Chew it up
Oh.
real nice. Oh god.
You're fine.
Call the
Shout out to
firefighters,
folks.
please. Call the firefighters. He needs some milk.
You're fine.
I've never seen that much color in a brown person before.
I'm trying not to breathe through my mouth. 'Cause I can feel it's
The
all like
fire?
right back here.
Oh, right where you're used to it. That's cool. Oh shit!
Yeah,
Ah,
you
I can't
should.
swallow.
When it
Can't
gets
swallow.
when it gets real hot, you shouldn't be able to breathe without coughing.
It's like the spice. It's like the spices are like there is what that initial cough is.
Oh, in your throat.
That's what you get for not putting it on a cracker like a normal fucking motherfucker.
It was a piece of fucking meat stuck in the back of my gums. Like
Why did
and
you
I
have
can feel
to
it
put
burning. And I
on
don't want to
some
stick my
weird meat
I don't want to stick
product?
my hand in there.
Oh,
It's just
boy.
burning.
It's burning.
You could have put it on
Oh,
a
God.
chicken wing,
I
but
feel
no,
like
you put it
I
on
feel
a
like you handled that quite
Gigabyte.
well, better than last time.
I handled it better than last time. And like now it's just like all on my tongue. I think
I don't think
I
that's
think
as hot as the
this is.
bomb.
I think this one. I think this one is easier to handle if you don't get it like in your gums. It's just all on my tongue right now. The piece of meat was like back there.
Now take a shot.
The one that's the hardest one that I think so far. I think so far the hardest one I had. Oh God, it was that one I soaked that one fucking piece in the Carolina Reaper one, that black bottle I had.
That one actually
There's
tastes
this
good, doesn't
motherfucker-
it?
There's
It
this
tastes kind of good,
motherfucker
but
in
that one
Wales.
fucking hurt. That was the one that like my fucking
Oh, your
fingers and
hand?
shit were going numb. Like it was all up in my gums and shit. It fucked.
There's this cocksucker in Wales that just came out with the newest, hottest pepper in the world. I don't know the name of it, but it's so funny because to me, it's funny to me because I know the guy that invented the chocolate bootla and the fucking Carolina
Burning meat in my
Reaper
mouth.
and the Trinidad Scorpion. They're all the same guy that invented all those hot peppers.
Oh,
and
that
he's
one
got
guy. Yeah. He like
He's got this lineup of peppers, and anytime somebody breaks his record, he'll
Yeah.
just release a new one.
Yeah,
He said-
We got-
releases the new one.
he
Yeah.
like he breeds them together somehow.
I don't know, man, but we have a real hot pepper
Oh my
coming
God.
out in the next couple months. That's for
Yoshi-
sure.
Yoshiko, thank you so much
Hey,
for donating to Stack Up.
Yeah,
Appreciate
that's cool.
you. Appreciate
Shout
what
out
you
to
do
you.
all as well out in Japan. Yoshiko is security forces in Japan.
Isn't that like 200,000 yen?
I don't know, man. I know.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that.
So who's
The fact that Yoshiko threw that down, like completely did not have to do that at all, Yoshiko, and I appreciate you for it. You know,
We're saying donate $50 to watch Bobby take a shot of tequila after that.
You just gotta go to Bobby's Twitch page.
go to my stream and donate to
and
Stack
do-
Up.
Yeah, don't.
Exactly.
It's not to Bobby.
It's-
It's actually
it's
to
not. It's to-
charity.
Yeah, it's stackup.org. They're a veteran-founded charity. They supply video games to our troops as well as the allied forces and shit like that all over the world to different places and whatnot.
You sound like you really believe in this charity.
I really do. They're
So
great
50,
people.
so 50 bucks.
Like, yeah, they fucking do. Well,
50
I don't know.
50 bucks to
No, they help out.
charity,
They
huh?
help out like disabled veterans that are like real fucked up. They do set up land stuff, and they're really cool fucking people, man. They're helping with technology to for people that are missing limbs and shit to be able to play video games as well.
I mean, they could just
I
skip
want
the
you
middleman
to,
and send me
also, if you'd like to
$50.
fucking donate money to my charity. It's called Turn On Captain Present Now. Cursor.
If you donate straight to Stack Up and tell me about it, I'll fucking do it. You'll be like, here's the confirmation email. I'll be like, I bet. Because then I'll just send that to the people that the Stack Up people that come by my stream when I'm doing my Stack Up shit and be like, look at this shit. My friends like to see me in pain.
Yeah. All you gotta do is go to Bobby's Twitch channel and donate to the Stack Up link.
Yeah,
50 bucks. There you go.
Yoshiko's
Let's do a fucking alcohol game, man.
An alcohol
A
game.
live
Oh, no.
alcohol game.
that doesn't work for Stack Up so good. Like, yeah, if the 50 right now, do a shot, sure, why not? But I don't
Fuck
wanna.
charity. I'm not talking about charity. Let's just do it
No,
for
he's just
fun.
talking about just do a drinking game live is what he's saying.
You wanna do? Oh, we can do that. Yeah,
No, I ain't got nothing to do right now. We'd have to plan for that.
we can do it. We
I
can
do
next
that
hour.
normally.
Do it next week, and I'll be at Erica's, so I get Erica on it.
There you go.
Oh, don't be fucking dicks. We can figure something out.
Ah.
Like drink every time something happens.
It's Red
Red
Bomb.
Bomb.
Rev Bomb.
What up, man?
Welcome to the Reverend.
Let's drink every time Red Bomb comes in.
He's good.
So we only get to drink once a month.
Once a month.
And then he drops out and comes back in every 5 seconds.
Theodore
Theo.
is here?
Yes,
Really?
sir.
Oh
Red
my
Bomb,
God.
you're muted, by the way. I don't know if you guys join. You guys are muted off the bat.
So are you, Theo. You have
was
to
fucking
unmute
hot.
yourself.
Here we are. Hi.
There you go.
Muting,
What up, man? How you
muting.
doing?
I don't know.
You guys
You
see
guys
me?
been around. You haven't
Barely.
Been around
We
for
see an
some
eye-
time, but-
Your
We see
right
an-
eyebrow.
Yeah, we see a right.
It was like your
eyeball.
camera decided to like zoom in right there for some reason.
what
you
the
you came in with full cam, and then it said nah, just the guitar case.
Yeah, because I
Nah,
can
bitch.
see I can see all of you guys, but I can't even see myself.
It's like nah, bitch.
Oh, you gotta, because what does he have clicked? He has something clicked. So it's not. Oh, you're on your computer, right? Top right.
Yeah.
There's a little.
Later,
the
Z.
top
Have a good
right
one,
corner.
man. Thanks for stopping by.
Look for
I'll-
the button that says
I'll
not
mu-
gay.
I'm gonna warn you, Z. I'm really late on. I'm usually really bad at sending things out. I'll get you the key tag. I haven't done it yet, but I'm usually really bad at sending things out.
Dude, I'll remind him. And just don't worry. I'll remind him tomorrow, and I'll remind him the day after.
He'll keep bugging me
Oh, yeah,
until I
what
send
the
it
I'll
out.
bug him. No clue why my computer won't unmute my mic. Do you have something else open?
No, you're
You have-
muted. You're muted. You're muted in the Google Hangout. You have to
In the
unmute yourself
Hangout.
in the
You have to
Hangout.
unmute the Hangout, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm aware
No,
of that.
I don't know how to get out of this this tiny little screen, man.
maybe drop out and drop back in, Red Bomb. Close the browser and reopen it.
You too, Theo. You should drop out, drop back in.
Okay,
Wait, his camera was regular when it was like when he first hopped in for like
when he
2
first
seconds.
hopped in.
It was just fine. Yoshiko. Yeah, no. Yoshiko, you're the damn trooper. Yoshiko found my stream back like a while back because she fucking broke her leg checking a fucking building after a tsunami happened in Japan. So she was like, "I found your stream because I got nothing else to do. My leg is broken." I was like, "Oh,
Check your computer. Check the settings in Google Hangout.
real ass hero."
Kick it.
Tell him there's a
Okay.
free filter in it for him.
Kick that thing.
Video. Yo, what the fuck? Why is my?
What? What are you?
You got a big ass
Why
forehead,
is
yo.
that happening?
I know you can. Hi.
Yell at it. Like you'd be like, stop it!
Maybe.
Wait, 720 maybe?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, it
Do
worked.
anything?
Focus.
Did it
yeah,
work?
we
Did it
can hear
work?
you, Red Bomb.
Now he's in
There we
OBS.
go.
But now you're in
Oh,
OBS for some reason.
Yeah, whatever. Fucking bullshit ass fucking thing.
But
That
we can
works.
hear you.
Cocksuckers.
All right, how do I?
Oh, your camera's working. There you go. Damn, look at that.
Yeah,
You
I
go
got it. I
straight
don't know.
to
It was like.
Was it
like,
Google that was doing it?
Yeah, it made
That's
it
so fucking
like
weird.
fucking. I went to video and it had it in like 360p.
Weird.
That's odd. Well, two people joined. 2 people have technical issues.
Hey, I'm good now. I'm good now. You guys can hear me. You can see me. I'm good.
Yeah,
Welcome to Google Hangouts.
Bullshit.
yeah. How you guys doing?
Good, are you, buddy?
Pretty good, man.
Chilling. Having fun watching Bobby eat the last dab.
Dude. I think that Reaper one might be worse than this, because this stays
He's
where
pretty
it
fucking
lands.
tall.
This stays where it lands, but
The
the
dog.
the Reaper gets all over your fucking mouth. Just fucking does
There you
not.
go. Look how she
It's
carries this
it's
dog
watery,
around.
so it just fucking goes. That big ass dog.
Jesus.
Here, Leo.
He's like,
Wake up.
That's how you get a hernia, just
Show 'em up.
lifting the big ass dogs like that.
It's just glitter holding a giant dog.
Yeah.
The boxer.
Oh, dude, he's a man dog.
Look, he's such a.
That is
Oh,
a giant
whoa,
dog.
okay. Well, well.
Oh, he's gonna go crazy now.
I'll just go get a gecko. Don't worry about it.
Just get a gecko and they don't lick you like that.
You might save you 10% more on car insurance.
Cassie, please?
Stop
That would be
The
a
glasses.
gecko.
Blake just got your gecko. Make out with your gecko.
If you want to talk
Look out
about
with your gecko.
talk to Red Bomb. He's the one that can tell you about gecko. He's the lizard man.
He's the lizard man.
He's the lizard king.
Oh,
You don't know my real name. The fucking lizard king.
oh,
God damn, dude. I'm going to. I get mid next month. My family's going to something. I'm gonna go to it too. It's a bull terrier fest, is what I'm gonna call it.
My family's
There's-
going to
or
something.
or English bull terrier
Can you,
fest.
can you turn your mic up, Rev?
Dog.
Your mic's a little low.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can turn it up.
There you
There you
go.
go.
Better?
Yeah, way better. Yeah.
Well, I can go to fucking. My family's going. Maybe I'll go too.
I'm gonna go to yeah. They were telling me about it.
Fucking
So I was like, yeah.
weirdo.
They were like, yo, we're going. There's a thing, there's an English bull terrier fucking like thing happening, and my mom's like, do you got to pay to get in? I go, no. It's like kind of like how guys just show up at a random ass like parking lot with their cars, but instead it's their fucking
Dogs.
they're English bull terriers.
It's just
Just show up with your dog and you're like, what's up?
Dogs.
Nah, but apparently it's like an actual like it's gonna be at this where there's like training facilities is holding it. So
Do
there's
they
also
have
gonna be
pop-up
breeders
glory
there.
holes and stuff like that to pretend like that it's a girl on the other side?
Put peanut butter on your
Fucking
dick.
Clears.
Stick it in there.
Peanut butter. Oh my
Jesus
god.
Christ.
Jesus.
Is that a Kong or?
That's unfucking real. We're just gonna be in a parking lot walking our little bulldogs around, no problem. Fucking fags.
That was funny as fuck. I was like, that's what it's like. And my dad's like, no. He's like, it's gonna be at the training center. There's gonna be breeders and shit there too, selling
pro-
dogs.
Dude,
Professional
understand.
dog trainers.
It's literally gonna be it's like a sponsored car show but for dogs.
It's fucking unreal, brother.
Like
Dogs
I'm gonna
walking around
motorfuck
with
the bitch.
fucking dogs walking around with like logos on them and shit. Fucking sponsored. and shit.
Sponsored Purina.
Bar.
No,
Very
dude,
nice.
they're shaved into their hair, just like
yeah.
fucking logos.
They're fucking bedazzled fucking like harnesses and shit.
Unbelievable.
You go in there, there's the like NRA certified owner with his tactic dog. So it's got the fucking tactical vest on with like the magazine pouches and shit. You know,
Fido,
just
give me
save
the
you-
tourniquet.
save you if the guy stabs you in the jugular. You have your dog apply pressure. You
Yeah.
go in your dog's IFAC and start packing that bitch.
Fucking A.
But it's all like bull terriers. It's not even a fucking like German shepherd. It's like a fucking
You have to be on the ground in order to reach this.
What up,
It's the
Mothman?
motherfucker. You gotta bend
How you
over like
doing?
this far to reach.
It's okay. You're already lying on the ground at that point.
True.
He's already been working on the new Triumph.
Gosh, that shit's fun, dude. I swear, man. I'm excited. I'm fucking. Dude,
It was
I
so nice. I
swear.
actually got to go for a ride the other day, like
I saw.
actual ride. Oh, it was so sweet.
Dude, I went to ride with Sub D, and it was like cold as fuck in the morning, so I dressed for like cold. I get
Yeah.
And
over
it
to
was hot
yeah,
as
we get over to we met up in Corona, and it was fucking hot
Yeah.
as shit. And so then on the way home, it starts pissing fucking rain on me. I got
When was
soaking
this?
fucking wet.
Look at
Wednesday?
me. I got to ride my
Wednesday?
motorcycle because I'm not
Wednesday?
waiting.
I think
for
it was
cars
Wednesday or
to
Oh, it
Tuesday.
did. It did rain. It did. Yeah. So it,
Yeah.
that's right. It did rain. Rain during the week.
Yeah, and I was just hauling it, and then the fucking the Triumph has the super courses on it. I'm like, great, those are great rain tires. Those are fucking great for this fucking weather.
Super courses in the rain.
Yeah, it was fucking. I was like, this is stupid.
Hey,
and
man.
then I had to go
Hey, I
through the.
did 202
and-
on super
and-
courses in the rain, so don't
and then-
fucking sweat it, baby.
Rev's
They're
running on a
home.
bald ass front
Well,
tire right now.
well,
That's-
I had to go through the
I mean,
mountain.
you don't even know.
Oh.
You know, at least you guys have run.
You know how old that tire is?
All right.
Dude, I looked at that and I was like, yo, I was
Okay.
like, oh yeah, nice. I saw the comments and I was like, oh, let me look at his tire. Oh fuck.
Okay, let me put it this way. That tire is the same front tire I took to Atlanta on that bike.
Holy shit, that was like 4 years
That
ago.
front tire has
Yeah.
15,000 miles on it.
Jesus.
That's insane.
Get at me, bro.
A thread showing on it yet?
Nope.
I don't get 7K on a front tire.
Yeah.
Oh
That front tire has 15,000 miles on it.
What brand is it?
It should touch the,
It's a
it should
Michelin
touch the
Pilot
ground
Power 3.
more. That's the problem.
3? Oh, shit.
It doesn't touch the ground enough.
Oh, it's funny.
15,000 miles.
The rear tire, I've gone through 3 rear tires to that one front.
Yeah, it's because the front tire doesn't touch the ground.
Dude, I'm not that good at wheeling, bro. I wish I was.
All right, next time I'm down there, I'll give you a couple lessons.
I'm not that great, man. I just fucking, hey, I'll show you how to do it in between cars while we're lane splitting, but like past that,
Okay.
I'll do a lane splitting too. I mean,
that's okay. I gotta say, out of anything stupid I've done on a motorcycle, pulling a balance point wheelie while you're lane splitting, best adrenaline rush ever.
I have not
total this metro.
I have not got the 1290 to balance point yet. I'm still working on that, but
Well, you got Theo
when you
here
get a
doing the
1290
12
adventure bike to balance point, that is going to be an
on
adrenaline
a fucking
rush.
Harley.
in
Was it a
itself.
Harley, right?
Yeah.
The Harleys?
Yeah,
Who
he's
the-
fucking
who?
Theo. He fucking 12 o'clock fucking Harleys, man.
Does he?
A Theo, yes.
Yes, it's ridiculous.
I try.
Theo is
try.
like crazy wheelie.
Yeah.
Too humble.
Have you driven a Pan America yet?
No, I want to. I want to. Really
I
bad.
went down to our Harley dealer and they didn't have one yet. So I'm like,
Well, we've got 2 Harley dealers here, and one of them has it, and then the other one doesn't. But the one that has it doesn't let me ride their bikes anymore. So I gotta wait till the other one gets it.
They don't let
before I
me
can
ride their
test ride
bikes
it.
anymore.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Too many
They let me.
wheelies or
They let
what?
me take a when the Fat Bob, when this whole new Softail thing came out. They let me take a Fat Bob out. They had a salesman there that knew me, and so he was like, "Fuck yeah, dude, just take the bike out." And I did, and they didn't send anybody with me, and I took that out. And I got back, took a Street Glide out, and then I uploaded the video. And then the next time I went back, I wanted to test ride the Road Glide, and they're like, "Well, you can test ride it, but somebody has to be with you."
oh no.
And I was like, "Well, then I don't want to test ride it." So,
What are you playing?
Battlefield.
Battlefield. That's what I figured. I was like, I think he's playing Battlefield. By how fast? I was sitting there like in the window. I'm like, he's running really fast, and I see things.
back there.
I'm
I
pretty sure that's
thought that he was
Battlefield.
playing something, but I wasn't quite.
Yeah. I do want to try that Pan America though. I really
If
do.
I, yeah,
I
I
think
want
adventure
I
bike
want to
is-
ride one also, like just to give it a shot.
The seat looks trash though, dude. It looks so flat, like a
Oh, is
it's a
It
wood
does,
with leather wrapped around it.
but
I don't
I
know.
mean,
I've never seen one in person, so I can't
something
really-
like a seat could be fixed. I mean, that's
Oh
not
yeah,
hard.
easily.
fucking
Now,
Billy with his head.
How
in
well
chainmail.
it rides and how the engine feels, that's what I'm worried about. Because I mean, I'm coming from a
Yeah.
1290, so that's my comparison point.
I'm just curious about the suspension, really, because Harley's never really been very good
Yeah,
about suspension, and
But
that's a bike that needs
I've
to have good
gotten
suspension.
I've gotten 3 feet of air on my 1290 and landed that with no problem.
Oh,
So
hell yeah.
if the Pan America can land that kind of air, then we might have, some competition.
See, it's funny. Your 1290 has what 200 and something odd horsepower, more than my WRX.
170
Okay, possibly more than my WRX.
with the current tune. Well, with the new intake, once I finally get the parts that I'm waiting on, it'll be 173 horsepower.
My neighbor is happy with 120 out of his Harley. I don't get that. My Yamaha that I'm planning on building up, I'm going to be happy with 70.
Right?
I don't weigh as much as him. The bike's not as heavy as him. I could probably outrun him. Looking forward to that one day.
I remember when Snowcat brought his 1290 Super Duke down,
Yeah.
and then we would race, do the white line bullshit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And with the FZ, because of the stunt cage, it holds the front end down.
Hmm.
And he would have to control the wheelie. If we timed it right, it was basically a tie.
Yeah. Well,
even
that's
though the
problem
power is so different.
Yeah.
If you have too much horsepower, then you can't use it all to actually accelerate yourself. But like that's why I like my 2016 Super Adventure, because it's got the 8-gallon tank, which holds the front down pretty good.
Yeah.
So it's like getting kicked in the ass when you accelerate that thing. Like somebody just comes up and shot puts your ass. Now, when it's like under a half a tank, I have a hard time keeping the front end on the ground.
It's so much easier to wheelie it under half a tank.
Yeah, it really is.
I
Dude,
bet
you
Kenny's
talked
H2
to,
wheelies in every fucking in every gear.
Dude, I'm gonna take the
Fuck
the
that
H2.
thing, dude. That thing.
I'm gonna take that
No.
thing.
No thanks.
That thing's
I'm
scary
good.
as fuck.
I'm gonna go full stage 5, and I'm gonna outrun Kenny. We're going to the desert.
I don't
It's
know,
on.
man. It's 262 horsepower. It's a lot of power for a motorcycle.
I got more torque though.
Later, Mr. Nice.
Easy. Dude, do you still talk to Tatted?
Every now and then. I haven't talked to him in a fat minute, but every now and then, like, he'll comment on something or something like that. But nah, he got super busy with some shit, just like work stuff and all that. He lives so far away. Nah, it's been a minute.
It's crazy how much life has like
Changed,
sucked
yeah.
everybody like in.
Yeah. I think the last time I saw him in person is at my wedding, which was like 2017.
Oh, damn.
No, I've seen him since then. I saw him at SBK. I saw him at SBK briefly.
Yeah.
That's what happens when there's no money in it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go find something that will actually pay me.
Money.
It is difficult, man. Like, you don't joke about it. I've been open about this since day one. I started YouTube for money. This had nothing to do with any of you fucks.
No, of course not.
That was just a
Yeah,
side.
I mean-
that was a side thing that I didn't expect. But like, when you're working like a chill job, but then you can get by with YouTube paychecks, and you don't have to fucking grow up and be a big boy, and you're like, oh, dude, this is sweet as fuck, man. Look, dude, sponsors paying me to put shit on my bike, and it's not coming out of my pocket. Oh, let's go.
Or you're like me and you're retired and just sit back and enjoy life. and
Whatever,
do
pussy.
YouTube for fun. You know.
Then there's me. I've worked 50 hours this week. I've got a 7-month-old at home. I've
Oh,
got a
fuck.
mortgage.
You don't
I've got
sleep
a
at all.
car payment.
Damn.
No, he sleeps pretty well at night. I'm proud
Oh,
of
I
lucky.
sleep
How
great at
old
night.
are you?
him. Me?
Yeah.
29.
Oh, okay. Good time to have a kid.
He comes over to my house and hangs out to have fun. So
Yeah.
It's a terrible time to have a kid. What are you talking
Well,
about?
It's a good time if you want to be too old when you have a kid.
I'm
You
glad.
gotta,
I'm
knock,
glad.
you gotta
I'm
knock
glad.
him out like Ghost.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm glad all my
Like that
kids.
energy.
I am so
I'd like
glad I
that
had all my
energy.
kids young.
Yeah.
Like they're
Yeah,
all old now, so now I'm like, it's good.
You
It's
can
perfect.
relax.
Yeah.
Make
Right?
them mow the lawn.
my kid and I are picking out like colleges.
Yeah.
There you go.
So like,
I know. Before my back and my knees give out, and like I'd like to have a child that I'd like to be able to like enjoy playing games with my kid and
My
playing
kid will
some
be
catch.
scrambled eggs.
You know,
Having a fucking piece of toast for breakfast.
bruh.
For you or
I don't fucking know. We'll see.
Now go mow the lawn.
see, there's the other Mongo. For a while
Yeah,
now,
I
I
just-
thought that one was you.
oh shit. I'm the real Mongo.
That's the real Mongo.
Fucking try me. 4-man lifts ain't shit.
Thinking, dude, I'm thinking by the end of summer, I'll probably fucking go work out at Edwards Air Force Base. It's fucking it's like a 2-hour ride. No, it's a little less than a 2-hour ride to get there. 10-hour days, 4 days a week, and then just do that. My buddy's a
Jesus, that's
WG10 right now, and like he went in with for my fucking aircraft mechanic school,
Yeah,
and they
that's
just
what-
put him as floor lead, and he's like WG10, so he's getting about gross pay like $60K.
Yeah,
a
that's
year.
what I retired as a WG10, whatever it was, step 5.
Step 5.
was the max. That's what I retired out as.
Yeah, step 1 at step. Let's see. I think at step 1 it's at step 1 was about 49k.
40, 49, 50, right
Yeah.
around there. Yeah.
It's like 50 is at step 3, I think.
Step 5 was about 61, 62, something like that.
Gonna spend some time with the kiddos. All right. See you, Erica.
But yeah, if you can get in as a WG10, that's
That's what I said. I was like, that sounds good. Sounds nice. Sounds comfy.
I was shooting for a WL11,
Yeah.
but I didn't get that before I got retired out. So
Yeah. See, I'll have my. I don't know, man. Like, it's gonna be weird though, because then it's like my ass gonna have to ride hour and a half, hour 45 out into the middle of the goddamn desert from here, and then ride back. Where what I think
that
is
far.
Yeah, for Edwards, from where I live, it's an hour. It's like an hour and a half ride. Because then you go up, you get off the freeway, and then you have to literally take the fucking desert roads through Los Angeles Lake.
Like when I come down to Palm Springs for SCMM, that's
Yeah.
the way I come is through the desert
that
and
noise.
past Edwards and all that.
Then you get into the gate, and then you still have to like ride it. He's not gonna ride a good half hour until you get to the next building. Man, dude,
From gate 1 to the gas station is
Oh
like
my
half
God.
an hour.
Like I would never like take my kid to school or pick him up. Like that's like there's no way I could. My Monday off, I can go and take him to school. That's it. Dude, by the time I get home, his mom's already like at the house picking him up.
That's only if you're working a 549.
It's he's been working just 10 hours. He worked 10-hour days.
10 hours, really?
10 hours, 4 days.
See, like 549s were kind of cool because you worked 5 days at 8 hours and then 4 days at 10 hours. So it was still 40 hours, but then you had a free day off every other week.
Nah, yeah. See, he gets every Monday he has off.
But I opted for 8 hours, just every week.
I think it'd be worth it. It'd be worth it if I just need to get. I want to get my fucking A and P, get my certs, and then do it, and then do that for a few months maybe, and then fucking go
warrant,
and then I'll be
warrant.
working. I think in Irvine is where it's at out here, so that's 45 minutes away from here, not even. And then just fucking do that, be a shitbag warrant officer and fucking hang
Do
out.
that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so that's the idea is that I'll go there because then I'll at least have like, oh yeah, I've been working at Edwards Air Force Base as well, and for a cool 3 months now.
Coffee cup and his hat are here, so he must be.
Leave a spare just sitting there. It's fine.
I have just some random privet just like constantly like warming up something. Just warm up the coffee so when you put it in my desk. So if you don't question why, just do it.
Yes, E3. That's right.
Yeah.
He did.
He never got demoted.
He got out as an E3.
Bro.
No, never
But-
got promoted past
but-
E3.
He was my Mongo. He was
Yeah.
my go-to anytime shit needed to be done. So
Yeah.
Oh, you had him. He was working for you.
he was one of my soldiers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny as fuck.
Now he's my mad engineer. I love it.
Yeah. That crazy
I'm a
man.
few people's mad engineer.
I bet.
But the EJ swap into an 80s Celica, he's intrigued by.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we're putting a Subaru motor into an early
Uh-huh.
80s Toyota.
Yes. Yes. Shit, man.
Sequential turbo.
Just fucking. This is mad, absolute mad lads. With a light ass vehicle too. Fucking-
Yep.
He's-
It's not a
bitch will
drift missile. It's not going to be built for drifting.
No,
All around race car.
just to go fast in a straight line.
All handling. All
Oh, handling? Oh, really?
It's got a limited
okay.
slip. They came stock with it.
Okay.
I'm planning on using it till the diff blows up, which will happen.
Which will happen.
It will happen.
It's rated for maybe 300 horsepower. That engine pushes 250 right now.
Okay,
And
yeah.
That's a 30, what, almost 40-year-old diff at this point. It's
God.
been sitting for 5 years. Who knows if it's still good?
It'll
Yeah.
be fine. It'll be fine.
Just put some fresh fluids in it and be aight.
So what's Theo been up to?
Me?
Yeah.
Slaughtering people in Battlefield 4, dude.
Oh, I
Battlefield 4.
tried.
What I'm doing now.
What was the one that was free
the doggo.
on Activision?
On
Warzone?
Activision? Warzone.
Yeah, I did
Yeah, Warzone.
Warzone for a little bit, but then I was like, this
I
kinda
can't
sucks.
stand Warzone. I'll play some Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
Not
Now-
the Battle Royale, dude.
Now
I
I'm
hate it.
playing Osiris New Dawn, which is like an early access game.
We're playing Enlisted.
That dog.
I
is so
want to
fucking
try
big.
Enlisted really bad, dude.
It's pretty fun, man. One of my buddies loves it. He plays with his friends, so he's been really
Yeah.
enjoying it. I play alone usually, but it's fun. It's pretty grindy. You can for sure like tell it's grindy. You know, War Thunder style.
So it's got like
I don't
a
know.
chase to it.
Yeah,
I spent
so you gotta.
22
yeah.
years as enlisted. I don't know if I want
I feel like, but I feel like.
more.
Fucking moron.
Shit.
Are you mopping the wet ground or what? What's going on here?
What?
We
Sweeping
need-
out the motor pool
We
after
need
it's
you to
clean?
mop up all the rain.
To mop the rain.
Mop up the rain.
That's when I grabbed a clipboard and said, "No, I'm checking chalk blocks in the motor pool. It's fine."
I need you to take this hammer, find the weak points in the armor real quick. Ting, ting, ting.
They never got me with that.
On all
never got
the
you that?
ASVs.
They try to get me with a BFA for my grenade launcher. They try to get me with that, and I was like, no. And they're like, no, that's not a thing. They got
It was Swingle who got me with
The
AIR.
M203 blank adapters. Yeah.
yeah. You need a blank adapter for your grenade launcher. Go,
You should have
No.
no. One and give it to Trophy.
a blank adapter for my fucking grenade launcher.
That would make
There's
it
the-
date. You know it.
You done the I heard this story from Golds. Some
Your
one of
dog's
our
like,
guys.
give me attention.
One of our guys made a private go. he had him go to the armory and ask for batteries for his ACOG.
Fucking moron.
And he fucking went, and my boy Gleason's in there, and Gleason goes, "I got no batteries for that. I need you." So he's like, "Oh," and he's like, "All right, go to Bravo Company and ask them." And he went to Bravo Company, and the guy at Bravo Company goes, he goes, Specialist Gleason told me to come over here and ask for ACOG batteries, and they know who the fuck Gleason is, so they go, "You ain't got none. You got to go to headquarters."
You need
He
to
went to
find a
head-
PRCE7
He went back
if you
down.
want one of those.
Bravo Company's all the way at the other end of the hall too, so he had to walk all the way back down the hall, his long ass hall, and he went over to headquarters and asked them for if they have batteries for the ACOG, and the guy's like, "You're a fucking idiot," and he goes, "Go back to your platoon," and he goes back, and my boy Goldsmith, we're like, "What?" He's like, "They told me to get batteries for the ACOG," and Specialist Gleason said they don't have any, and Goldsmith, my boy Goldsmith, short black dude, comes up and he's like, "Look," and he goes and he's like, "You see this?" He's like, "Yeah," and he goes, "All right, look inside that. That's what gives you power." He's like, "The sun," and he goes, and he gives it back to him, and I guess he goes, "Man," he goes, they got Goldsmith his first time with that one, with the ACOG battery one. So he went, and he told him, he goes, "Fuck," he goes, "Moron," and he went, and he told our staff sergeant, he's Sergeant Leach, our squad leader, or our squad daddy, and he goes, "Sorry, I need batteries for my ACOG," and he goes, "Look," he's like, "You fucking idiot." He gives him his gun back.
God damn.
I need
The
you to
brilliance
fill out
behind
an
those
ID
fucking things.
10T.
The sun, it harnesses the power of the sun.
So in baseball, you'd say like, "Hey, yo, freshman, go get the fucking curveballs."
Yeah.
They make
squares.
those now.
That's
So like, you would say that shit, and people would be like, "Where are they?" And you're like, "Fuck." You can't. You like half the shit you can't fucking use.
They
And then
actually
it's like, go get the left-handed fungo. Well, they make left-handed fungos now. Like, it's just how it's gripped and threaded, but like it's different. So like, technically speaking,
Oh my god.
they ruined all the jokes in baseball. Bunch of
Fuck.
dickheads.
Because they make things exist.
Yeah, exactly. What a bunch of pieces of shit.
I know.
Vitamin
I asked
extra.
someone
So
like
now you gotta be
batteries.
special, you piece of fuck.
I know, like,
Still
because
got someone
right
right
before
back
I
at that.
right before I left, I was doing as much as I could to the brand new privates before I left, just so I can get it out of my. I could do it. And I asked one guy for grid squares. Wait, the grid squares. So they think like a map in the.
Fucking retard.
I said, I need grid squares. Go find a box of grid squares. And I think someone heard me.
Exhaust samples.
I know some sergeant heard me, and he went. The kid went and goes, "Don't fucking look. That shit don't exist. Fucking shit." I know I got someone with the BFA for the grenade launcher for a second. He was
I
he was
sent, like,
debating it if it was
5
right,
people
real or
to
not.
Supply with exhaust samples.
I was not one of them.
The exhaust sample one. You'd make him take a trash bag and hold it up to like one of
exhaust
whatever
pipe.
vehicle it is. Yeah, the exhaust pipe. You know, and you'd have him
There's at
catch
least
the
one.
exhaust
Yeah,
and try
you
to.
did.
I rolled with it. It was funny.
That's interesting that those are like every genre of everything has those types of jokes.
Oh yeah.
When I was in high school, I worked at Papa John's, and we would tell the new people to go grab the dough patch repair kit. So you like
Oh my
when you're
God.
slapping the pizza and it would get a hole, you'd be like, "Hey, go get a dough patch repair kit."
Bruh.
Exactly.
Please tell me that didn't work.
Oh yeah,
Of course it did.
Yeah,
Especially new guys, because new guys get especially in the
because they're
army, though, these
nervous,
motherfuckers-
right? They're nervous.
these-
They don't.
They get especially like you can tell the ones that are real pink, and they get there and they're just like, like I was kind of like that. Luckily, no one said nothing. They just told me to run in places, and I would
Bye,
like
Billy.
fucking sprint and shit. I'd have saved my ass because one
Whoa.
motherfucker, he goes, I'm walking, I threw my fucking ruck down, and I'm leaving from the lane, in the company, and there's some sergeants just sitting there at a table. And they go, "Hey, where's your flag, guy?" And I'm like, it's like fucking like second day, and I'm like, and I was like, and the fucking my flag was like not on my arm anymore, and I'm like sitting there thinking real quick, and I'm like, just real quick, I'm like, what the fuck? Because I'm like, I know I left with it. And I was like, my ruck, and I said it like that. I said my ruck, and I spun around and started hauling ass to my ruck before they could say anything else, and they go, "Hey, get the fuck down!" And I fucking slid to fucking home, bro. Slid to fucking home, bro. And I, in the slide, I went past the fucking lane of lockers, and because that floor was nice and slick. It's like one of those nice garage, like those real nice like mechanic garage floors. And I fucking spun in the spin, and then like just spun in the spin into the front leaning rest, and these motherfuckers went, "Holy fuck, that was cool as shit! Start pushing!" Like, Jesus Christ, did you fucking see that? Like, what the fuck? They're like tripping out what I just did, and they're like, "Keep fucking pushing!" And they go, "Where's your flag?" I go, "It's on my ruck, Sergeant." It's like, "What the? Get the fucking get it!" I was like, shit. I walked back out, and I was like this. I was like, and I patted it, and they're sitting there talking like normal, and they look at me, and I was like, and then they just like looked away, and I was like. I just like slowly walked out. That shit was funny as fuck, bro. That shit saved my ass though. That's because that NCO ended up being my neighbor later, and he was like cool with me like, for like ever. Good dude.
I witnessed somebody in the infantry. They were messing with a new private. They're like, "Oh yeah, check this flap under your armor. Yeah, if you pull that, every piece of armor has a parachute."
No.
This guy's like, "Wait, really?" Rip that cord out. Armor falls off of them. All of it hits the ground, and they're like, "Good luck." And they
What an
all
idiot.
booked it.
Oh my god.
Good luck putting that back together.
My
You had to go to supply to help.
Oh, dude, I was loading everybody's fucking IOTVs in the back of my wife's car, and for some fucking reason, because we took her car because my truck had a flat tire, so we took her car, and I'm throwing our IOTVs in the back to take them to my buddy's house real quick, and I don't load mine. So I drive and I get home, and then I get to my house, and right as I get to my house, and I walk in, all of a sudden I get a call, and like, "Hey, you forgot your IOTV, man." And I was like, and I'm like, "Fuck!" And I go, "Do you have it?" And he said, fuck it, who was it? Sergeant D-Rolf had it. And I'm like, fuck. He's like, "It's in the office, come get it." And I was like, "All right, sorry." I go, and I start hauling ass, and I get there, and then Sergeant D-Roll's like, "Oh, your team leader took it. Sergeant Funk took it," and I'm like, I'm in so much shit. I'm panicking. I'm like, I'm in so much fucking shit. Because I at this point, it was like, I think it was right before we left for Korea, and I hadn't done jack all to fuck up damn near anything. Anything at all. I've not had any issues. So I'm like, shit, they're gonna shit on me for this, like real bad. Someone's gonna want to fuck me up. So we'll see what happens. He comes up, he gets to my house. He knocks on my door. I open it, and he like is standing there with my IOTV. And then he hands it to me, and I'm like, thanks. He's like, don't fucking forget it again. He's like, I'm only doing this because you don't fuck up ever. And I'm like, okay. He hands me the IOTV, and then he hands me the ripcord, and I'm just like, and he goes, and he just starts smiling, and he just leaves, and I'm just like, I need to put this down very slowly, or it's about to fall the fuck apart.
Very gently.
Luckily, all the blood, sweat, and tears that were literally like absorbed into my IOTV, because I was an infantryman, I roll around in it all day long. It kept it together, so I put it down slowly, and I was like, whoo, and I was like fucking feeding it through, and I'm like, I hope this doesn't fall out ever, and I did this right. My ripcord was always sticking out a little extra from that day on, so I was like, I really hope this shit was in there right. There's nothing I could do about it.
I had one time I pulled the ripcord on somebody. They were just being such a douchebag. I'm just like, God. I pulled that fucker and walked away.
Bro.
Not me.
No.
I had
it was in Iraq.
He said, I better hope the insurgents don't attack.
We had a rocket attack like 2 hours later.
Bruh.
You sitting there piecing them back together like, oh shit.
But we had like a rocket attack like every 2 hours anyways.
Fucking Sergeant Funk was over in Alaska. He was a sniper over in Alaska during, if you guys have probably heard about it, when they had racist like Thursday or something like that. They got a whole fucking thing about it. They'd have racist Thursday.
Fort Dick, Fort Richard, Alaska.
I don't remember what it was. If I could look it, you can look it up and find it. And
I've been to Fort Richard, Alaska, and that place was like
they had racist Thursdays where they would just like say anything. Like everything goes. But what ended up happening was one guy was a real shitbag, and he got fucked up a bunch, and then was getting like Article 15 and probably chaptered out. So then he ratted on them for he called IG and ratted on them. But he was telling me this one story, and he's like they had this one staff sergeant, this fucking big Samoan guy. And he carried this. He had this fucking like handmade, this big fucking knife he had with him all the time. And they do plate checks, and the motherfucker would take the knife and literally fucking stab you in the chest. So if you didn't have a fucking plate, you get fucking stabbed. So he was fucking going down the line, fucking stabbing people in the fucking chest. And one dude doesn't have his plates in, doesn't say nothing, gets fucking stabbed.
Wow.
He fucking stabs him, the knife goes in, and then he fucking yanked it out, because when he hit and he went to pull back, he's like, I pulled harder, and right as he was pulling, he realized it was in this man's chest for a second.
What's the ASVAB score for infantry again? 30?
Oh,
He
dude.
racked it pretty much, man.
I've seen some fucked up shit.
Some scary
I
ass
missed my
man,
name.
man.
There goes 10 points. Shit.
Dude. House Snap is the other guys. Yeah, Redbeard. Yeah, dude, honestly.
I spent my first 6 years in the army in the infantry.
Yes.
So,
dude, any NCOs, just about every NCO in the infantry that's E6 and up is some form of fucking crazy
it's
and
psycho.
ridiculous.
Psycho is the word you want to use.
As soon as he said, yeah, he would
I love
stab
it.
us to check our plates. I was like, okay. I'd be scared that bitch gonna fucking slide and just fucking stick me right in the neck and fucking.
There's a reason I got out as soon as my first enlistment came up.
Yeah. that crazy shit. That crazy shit was why I was there, man. Fuck it. Like, I was there with my fucking recruiters. You could do whatever the fuck you want. Your ASVAB scores are so good. I go, I want someone to stab me. Like, fuck, I want an NCO to fucking stab me because there's no plates on me right
I
now.
want somebody to hump my leg every morning.
I want to
Which
wake up
I-
and cuddle to 3 guys.
As a team leader, my saw gunner would hump my leg every morning.
Yikes, brother.
Not me. Mom keeps going, not mean, but at some point I'm gonna be like, it was him.
No. I was the dumbass who took a hammer and a punch because I'd never seen the 50 cal timer go off.
He almost blew his freaking alarm off.
I dumped the powder out of the blank.
So you fired the primer.
He fired the primer. He was almost missing his thumb.
No, a small chunk of metal ended up in my finger. It's
What did you
fine.
think was gonna happen, my boy?
I'd never seen it.
If I seen a private with a punch and a hammer and a fucking primer or a 50 guy, I'd be like, I stop, or I just let it happen.
I told him, I'm like, use a punch holder or a pair of vice grips or something.
No, we said gloves. Nobody was grabbing gloves.
Wear a pair of gloves, something. But no,
Everyone was standing there, and I didn't want to climb up my wrecker, so I just said, "Yeah, screw
Oh
it."
nobody wants to listen to the he's 6. He doesn't know
Oh,
what he's talking
God.
about.
Did anyone find out about it though?
Nope.
God, why are we so
Nobody
fucking
found out
dumb?
about it though.
No safety brief was had on my part. It's all good.
Anytime you know what, anytime anyone tells me like, oh, just check this thing on your bike, or says anything about a motorcycle thing to me, and I'm like, I gotta be like, yeah, and then I won't respond because especially if it doesn't sound right, and I'm like, you're fucking with me somehow, I'm sure. I'm like, someone's fucking with me one day. Like, get the BFA for your exhaust pipe. Oh, okay, yeah. Like some shit like that. Like, you know, like I don't trust it. Sometimes like someone tells me like, oh, get this part, get this thing, do this to your bike, and I'm like, you're probably giving me honest advice, but I don't.
I have trust issues.
I have trust issues, exactly.
See, for me, I keep looking at bike parts because everyone's like, "Oh yeah, you should check and see if this needs to be replaced on your bike." And
Yeah.
I got this pile of shit for free.
Yeah.
It's a
Okay.
'79 Yamaha XS 650. It's gonna be a decent little cafe racer. It's not gonna be anything cool. It's just gonna be basic.
When I get done with it.
Yeah. Okay.
It might be cool. Might be quick enough to carry my fat ass around. I keep looking up these parts. It's like, no shit, that's a real thing. Huh. I'm used to car parts, not used to bike parts.
Fuck,
so
dude.
everything ignition system makes no fucking sense to me. I've never seen anything like that, but
brother,
once the engine's in my Celica, I'll be able to pull the engine off the frame and sandblast the frame to find out how bad it really is. It's sat for minimum 5 years without the carbs and without the spark plugs in it. We'll find out how bad it is soon.
Oh my god.
Again, free. My wife
Yeah.
didn't
Oh,
argue.
yeah,
with
yeah,
it.
of course.
I'm
Why
good
not?
with it.
My
I
uncle,
priced out about $1,000, including helmet and new tires and everything. So not too
Okay.
bad.
my uncle keeps
Hopefully.
trying to convince me later down the line to stick a V8 in my Colorado.
Now let's swap the world, man.
Later, Red
Come on
Bomb.
now.
Later, boys.
Later, man.
Bye, Reverend.
Yeah, he keeps trying to do that, man. You should do that. And he's like, look at this. They're selling a V8 with the fucking with the 4x4 fucking transmission and shit and everything.
Hellcat in it.
Wow.
Hellcat.
We just got
Yeah,
Hellcat.
brother.
We just gotta cut up that fucking cut up the engine bay a little bit and stick that bitch in there.
Does your Colorado have the
I wanna-
5-cylinder?
Yeah.
Nice. Those are really torquey engines.
They're, dude, I think it needs to get a whole fucking like just fucking job done on it because that bitch don't do shit no more. That throttle response is absolute horse shit. I could beat out a V6 Mustang though. I mean, I'm
Seafoam.
You get a rear peg yet?
Can of seafoam.
Oh, my rear peg? No. I gotta get that bitch. So the thing about this, Longo, is me and my bike went down and I broke off both left side pegs, right?
Oh,
And
shit.
I we just kind of hit. I broke my collarbone. We're good.
Army.
I was like, I tried to get up. I wanted to get the motherfucker. I'm gonna get his ass. And I'm like, I can't move. I was like, I can move my arm. The doctor that was there on scene, this doctor was there. He was right behind my bike a good ways. He pulled up. He's like, I think you dislocated your collarbone. I'm like, yeah, I think maybe. That's why it doesn't hurt so crazy. And then fucking turned out the bitch was like, so, oh no. But yeah,
I haven't
what the fuck?
broken anything yet.
But yeah, no. So I went and I found parts for my bike, but I had to get them fucking like no one has the left side anything. It's all right side on eBay and shit. So I had to get them from fuck it Thailand, and I ordered the rear so like because the peg snapped off, so I needed the whole fucking part. But I had luckily the firefighter found my peg and he threw it in my backpack and he was like, I found your peg. And I'm like, thanks, man. He threw it in my backpack, and but he didn't find the rear peg. He didn't find the rear peg, so I got the mountain shit done. All right, I got the mountain shit and I put that back on, and I bought the rear left peg assembly, and I'm like, sweet, I bought the whole fucking kit. I'm like, cool. And then I'm looking at the box, and I'm like, and it took fucking weeks for that shit to get there. And I'm looking in the box, I go, where the fuck is the peg? And I'm looking at all the little parts I have and the washers and shit. I'm like, I think this is everything for the peg, the rear peg, just not the actual footrest. So I have no fucking. I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Like, what the fuck? So now I'm sitting there, and Erica Monkey keeps like bugging me. She's like, "When are you getting my foot peg?" And I'm like, I just gotta fucking order it. I might try to see some random like 650, like some shop or some junkyard got like a 650
she's
peg.
still wanting to buy a bike?
Oh, she still wants that bike, the one from Florida. Yeah, she still wants that.
Oh, is that?
I told her. Yeah, no, she still wants a bike for sure. But right now, the only feasible one that she could possibly get, you know, is that one. Yeah.
So what you're saying is when I low sided my 650 on the right hand side, it was different.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, deadass. I was like trying to find all the parts and everything was right, everything. Everything was to the right side. I'm like, this is bullshit.
I'm one of a kind, baby.
I go, is it because I'm left-handed that I'm like like I went down to my left?
See, that's the thing is, I was on a left-hand turn, but I went down on my right side.
Right.
That's drifting the wrong way.
Yeah.
But it's because that morning a car had gotten into an accident and covered the intersection in glass.
Oh shit! Yeah.
So I hit that in the afternoon. Yeah.
Fuck that. Dude,
glass is slippery.
It is. Tempered glasses.
Goddamn collarbone.
Well, a couple times in the supply shop due to that shit.
Man, Ninja looks baked. Ninja just big chillin'. That's just his eyes. His eyes are kind of pink at all times. It's that light skin. It's because he was supposed to be albino, but like halfway through, God was like, nah.
I really want to grab the webcam and show what Adam just did.
What the fuck you do?
I came over here with a case of beer.
Yeah.
I said, let's live stream and hang out.
Yeah.
There you go.
The case is almost gone. I still have to drive home. Adam's had probably at least 5, if not 6, and I think the least amount that's in these is 7%.
What are they?
He's
big chillin'.
Hop Valley IPAs across the board. It's their mixed box.
I was gonna figure IPAs. Yeah.
He's had a couple of the Alpha Centauris, which is 9%. He's feeling it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Most I've seen him drink before this was probably 3 beers while we were working on my old Subaru.
I can hardly IPA, and it's kind of a shame because you can like IPAs be like 8%, 9% and shit, and it's like a lot of I found 1 or 2 that I was like able to drink and like enjoy a little bit. Some I just tolerate. Others they taste like fucking like I always say it tastes like just straight caffeine, like just like the like coffee grounds. But then I'm like, oh, it's the shit that gets scraped off the fucking barrel, like on the inside. I'm like, that's what I'm tasting, and this fucking sucks.
Power through, chug it.
Yeah.
Don't be
terrible.
Your liver is army trained. Come on.
When does 6 days in Fallujah? That they don't have a release date for that yet. They haven't come out with that yet. I got gin. I'm gonna go get another gin and juice right quick.
Do shot
I think my dad's been drinking because I can hear the bass and I can feel the bass in the living room going off.
You know what's better than gin?
tequila and hot sauce.
Fuck that noise. Donate the stack up. I think the Reaper. I think the Reaper one is probably the hottest one I actually had out of all this. Well, the bomb was pretty bad, but the Reaper I think was a looser fucking sauce, so it really like made its way around rather than just sticking to one spot. Dude, when this shit gets in your gums, when these sauces get in your gums, it's the fucking worst experience ever, dude. That shit hurt. That shit hurted. I thought maybe I just didn't drink enough water or whatever, but I realized it was because of how fast I was breathing, to like, cause it hurt, and I was trying not to breathe too deep, and I was fucking like losing circulation. It was in both my hands, like
he's hyperventilating.
This whole second, this whole part was just numbing out, and it was hurting real bad. I'm just fucking hyperventilating. I'm like, this sucks. I had to sit down. I put on the stack up videos and shit, and I was just like laying there, like laying in my chair with my camera off, just like, I'm just gonna lay here and die. This is terrible, dude.
Was that the one from the EA engine?
No, that's from the Surgery.
Oh, February 11th?
Yeah, matching ones.
All right, hold on, Yoshiko.
So, question: do you guys eat kiwis with or without the skin?
Do what?
Honest with you, I don't think I've ever had a kiwi.
Kiwis with or without the skin?
With the skin, right?
That's how I eat them.
Yeah.
I've only ever eaten them without the skin. That's why it kind of blew my mind when I saw the bite out. It's like, that's
with the skin. Like peeling it a little. That's like the skin is so thin on those things.
Like I cut the top and the bottom off.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Mongo's Musing said without.
Wait, what?
He said without it.
Yeah, I've run into a lot of people that said without, and I thought it was kind of weird.
Yeah, it's one of those you just grab it and eat it.
Mm-hmm. It's like a plum.
I haven't had a plum in a fucking forever, man.
I've only ever had peeled kiwis. So
when I was a kid, we had a plum tree behind our house, so I ate lots of plums when I was a kid.
I finally got rid of that bullshit cherry tree in front of my house.
Cherry
Stop
tree.
dropping shit on my wife's car.
Cherry trees are fucking assholes.
Everyone was tracking cherries in. My dog would eat them and get all fucked up.
Cherries are delicious, though.
These ones were too tart, and they weren't even good for baking or anything. They just went all
over
in the driveway and on my wife's car.
Yeah, up here we get like stone cherries that aren't good for eating.
Yeah, I got the orange tree. That shit's fucking amazing.
But cutting down that cherry tree is going to be an investment for next year. Getting some smoked bacon for my dad. He's been smoking a lot of meats and cheeses and stuff like that, so it's an investment, and I'm down for it. I get rid of annoyance and I get meat.
Last time I hyperventilated is when Ghost missed an axe still and hit him with man, this fucking guy. Have you played there's this in Call of Duty Cold War? I bought it and I fucking hated the game since I got it.
You hate it? I don't like it. You know
But-
what? I can play Cold War without it fucking breaking on me like goddamn Modern Warfare.
Dude, Cold War runs so shitty, man. It always
How the
fucking
fuck?
freezes.
It
So
runs.
bad. It's so bad.
Every time I try to play Modern Warfare, it's like, oh yeah, the game actually works, and then they update it, and the game's like, now your character looks like hella polygons from PlayStation 1.
that
Now
happened.
Now
I
the
saw
whole
that.
map won't load again. Then I can't play it ever. I'm so far behind.
But on Cold War, there's that Sticks and Stones, I think it is. Have you played that?
Yeah, I mean, I played it back in the day. I didn't know they probably just released that one.
Yeah, I've been playing the shit out of that. That shit's so fun.
Dude, I remember Sticks and Stones on Black Ops 2.
Black Ops.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's on
that shit was
Cold
good.
War. It's so much fun. You just talk shit. And like right at the last second, you get axed, and you're like, motherfucker.
So they got an actual release date for 6 days in Fallujah, I guess. Yoshiko says it's
Is that
February
a game
11th.
or a movie?
It's a game. Well, it's a documentary video game. Tech.
I'd
so
rather not live through that again.
You're gonna live through it again.
No, I'll pass.
Well, yeah. So it's told by by people that were there, including Iraqi citizens and shit like that. It's pretty crazy.
That's interesting.
And so yeah, and they have a really crazy thing too, where it's like the world can render completely new areas and setups.
Dynamically?
Yeah. So then when you play through.
Or
Yeah, so
procedural,
when you play through again, it re-renders it, and you're clearing a room complete. So it's always like you're never gonna know to give you that same idea of what the fuck is gonna be behind this door.
Oh, shit.
It's pretty legit. It's I mean I'm not judging it, and like I wouldn't rate it off of like a Call of Duty or like a Battlefield or something like that. I see how they want to make it, which is literally a way to interact with what actually happened and kind of have an idea of what actually went down and how it feels, to be there. It's supposed to be more immersive, just a bit more immersion, and a documentary to like.
These screenshots look pretty
teach you.
legit.
It looks pretty good. It looks pretty alright. Chivalry 2. Oh yeah, I'm getting Chivalry 2 for sure.
Oh, I was just
That's
playing the
happening.
beta, man. That shit was dope.
Yeah.
So the beta ended, and I was like, dude, I want to play that shit because I was having fun playing that. So I went and then I re-downloaded Chivalry, and I was like, this is garbage. This game is fucking complete trash.
I would play Mordhau over Chivalry, but Chivalry 2 looks like how Mordhau can like really like an improved Mordhau.
Chivalry 2 was fun, dude. I played that all weekend or last week. That shit was dope. It plays really, really well. I had a lot of fun playing that one.
Yeah. So
I tried playing For Honor today, and I was like, man, this looks so good. But I couldn't really get any multiplayer going on. Like, no, I couldn't get onto a server. I was like, man, this is fucking bullshit.
I've been all right. I mean, were you trying to play Battle like Dominion?
I haven't played it. Yeah. And it
interesting.
wouldn't load for me.
I wonder why.
It wouldn't
That's
find
weird.
a match. I was like, this is stupid.
Kinda
That's because I wanted to play Chivalry, and I played it, and I was like, this is stupid. This is so bad.
Yoshiko thinks the beta was epic. Yoshiko
the
came
beta
into my
was
stream
dope.
randomly. She came into my stream randomly, and she like I was playing For Honor, and she asked to play, and she was absolutely just devastating people. I was like, what the fuck? We're like 2v2ing and shit, just fucking devastation.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get Chivalry too. That was a lot of fun, man.
No, yeah. 6 Days in Fallujah, they were making the game back in like, I want to say like 2009 or 6 or something. And I think 2009 was when they were trying, or 2012. 2009, around that time. And everyone went ape shit. And back then it was literally everyone on the very, very like pro America, pro military and shit like that, thinking that this was gonna shit on people and be like as terrible. Like what even news anchors were like talking to the devs. They're like, oh, and then they were just like trying to say like, yeah, this can be like, and like in like a real snooty way, basically said, oh, you're gonna just be disrespectful to people who lost lost loved ones in Fallujah. Got it, Roger. Like that kind of idea. Like they're just like no, this game is a terrible idea. You're gonna fucking, And now they're coming out with it, and it's complete opposite people now. Now it's everyone going, this is gonna be pro military propaganda and anti-Islamic and shit like that, and
is there a price
it's
out for it yet?
further from the truth, because it's literally like them telling stories rather than like the experiences, rather than being like the military is the greatest thing. Because the guys that are there telling their stories are basically just like, this shit was fucking scary. You fucking were shaking to open that door. Like it's the reality of it, rather than this isn't a movie where like it's like the homeboys are coming in and they fucking kick the door in and shit like that. Like they prep up, they kick the door in, they fucking light down fucking like 3 fucking the dudes, and they're just like, oh yeah, and they go and do all this cool shit, and they go back to the the racks and they're fucking wrestling and shit like that. Like, yeah, America, yeah, this ain't that at all.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, my kids my kid's playing Rust on the fucking I can't.
On the Xbox?
Yeah. So I bought it today, and it's playable. And I guess it's beta right now. I don't know.
Probably.
What is that?
Rust.
Oh, Rust.
Yeah. So
yeah.
it looks. So when you log in, there's when you're playing, you can pick Xbox only, and then there's another one that says official servers.
Really?
So I'm
Official
pretty
server, yeah.
so I'm pretty sure that it's going to be cross-platform, because why would you have one that just says Xbox only?
It makes sense that
Right.
they're gonna do Rust servers will be available for
The
the
Ghost Mongo says you drink Black Rifle coffee.
Yeah.
Called it. I have that sticker on my mug.
I mean, they're only the greatest coffee
It's
company
fucking delicious, man.
in America. So
Hope
I turned
Chivalry
my wife
2
on
doesn't
for that.
become First Chivalry with weapons be whole hitbox and people spin win. Yeah, we'll see.
I really enjoyed playing the beta, man. I really got into it. It was so much fun, man.
I think I watched Cornhole Patrol put up a video for the Chivalry 2 beta, and he was like ducking fucking swords and shit too. He was doing some crazy shit. I was like, hell yeah. Cornhole Patrol, I recommend his videos.
Yeah,
I played the first Chivalry. I've never tried the second.
it's
one.
well, the second one's not out yet. It was just a beta that was out with private. Like they send out beta keys to certain.
Yeah.
people.
I find it weird that I did so. Back in the 90s, I invested a company in this little startup company called the Internet Gaming Network.
I learned to walk in '94.
And because of that little investment that I made, I was part of the founders club of IGN.
Oh, sick.
So I get beta keys like all the time. That's how I got like the early access to Osiris New Dawn and surprising that I didn't get a Chivalry 2.
Dark, no, he can't connect because it's only right now. It's only the servers that are available are Xbox servers. The all platform server option isn't available until I think later in May.
It'll probably end up being like official servers from them rather than like, servers made by people at the start, I would assume.
Yeah. But the thing that gets me is that because it does have an Xbox only option, that the officials is probably going to be cross-platform.
Oh, probably, yeah.
That's going to be sick.
Does anyone do any VR gaming?
No, that's something I've been wanting to buy. I want to get the Quest.
I ain't got Ruben here.
Quest 2
Yeah.
is awesome. I don't have money for it, so my brother-in-law wanted to game with me still, and he knew I was getting sick of my PS4. So, because he has expendable income, no kids, no wife, him and his roommate just bought me a Quest 2 for Christmas.
Sick. Oh, Yoshiko, you got the Quest 2? Yeah, Yoshiko's is nice.
It's awesome.
I want they're not that expensive. They're like what, $3.99, something like that for the.
Something like that. All you really need is a 64 gig. I mean, go with the lowest model. I've got like 10 games on that stupid thing, and I'm not even a quarter way.
Well, you can connect it to your PC and play your Steam games in VR, and you're supposed to be able to do it wirelessly.
There's one game that I found out that I'm actually pretty good at, and it's because it's with the movements and how you actually play it. It's fairly hyper realistic for a first-person shooter. You don't know your ammo count. You have to manually reload your weapons.
Oh, that's crazy.
You don't have a map. You don't know where the enemies are. You have to talk over a radio to your teammates.
Is it first player? Is it like multiplayer? So you're shooting. Or
Yeah,
are you
play against
playing
other people online?
Oh, that's sick.
Or
See,
you
that's
play
where
as a squad against
that's where
bots.
it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking.
What are you talking about?
It's called Onward.
VR.
Oh, I thought you were talking
on
about
Quest
Tarkov.
2.
Onward.
Yeah. It's
Tarkov
it's a
is
really
like
fun
that,
game.
dude. I love Tarkov.
I've always wanted to
Is
try
Tarkov
Tarkov, but
Doom?
everyone's like, it's
Don't
so
go.
stressful.
You're gonna play Tarkov like
Okay.
once or twice, and you're gonna stop. I guarantee it.
No.
Yeah,
Let me
I
tell
rage
you.
quit games.
Let me tell you.
Tarkov is one of those rage quit games.
Tarkov is one of those games you cannot listen to anybody talk about it. You just have
gotta
to
do
try
it.
it for yourself. Because I was like that, dude. I didn't play it for the longest fucking time because people would get on my nerves. Be like, oh well, you have to play it like this or else you're not doing it right. Like it's one of those games, dude. People are way too hardcore into
I
it.
still don't understand it. Like I see people go into a map and they come out and you have
It's
It's a looter
it's-
shooter, bro.
It's not as complicated as it sounds because when you hear people talk about it, they're so fucking into it that like there's all these little bits that they throw into the conversation that you didn't ask about.
Yeah.
So it sounds confusing. But no, if you ever get interested into it, you can ask me, and I promise you, I will give it to you straight and as simple as I can.
Dude,
You just gotta survive,
Dude,
man.
the hardest
You
the
just gotta
hardest part
survive.
of that game
Let's get
is
this.
well, I mean, if you pull up the maps, if you pull up maps on your other screen, if you
See, I
have
haven't
another
even gotten
screen,
that
no,
complicated
no,
into it.
no, I did that because I need to know where the fuck the exits are.
Yeah,
I
the
don't know how to
exits.
fucking
I'm having an
leave
issue
the
with
maps.
the exits right now. I'm still having to get used to those. But
Dude,
yeah, it just don't listen to anybody on the game.
yeah.
People will
Honestly,
say
man,
stuff about it. You're gonna get all sorts.
So
of
what's the
mixed
all right?
messages.
What is the point of the game? Is it just to go in and grab loot and then get better guns?
It's you're chasing sort of just to like build up like your hideout.
You just gotta
and your
survive,
character
man.
and stuff like that.
That's it.
When you start off, you have nothing. So when you go into a match and you loot, you get better guns, you get money to buy better guns, you can level up so you can unlock better guns to buy, which means you'll be able to survive in these servers better.
Yeah.
It's really fun, but the fun part about it to me isn't necessarily the gameplay itself, like the whole looter shooter thing. I mean, that's fun. It's the way that the game plays. Like he was talking about, like you have to check your ammo, like manually check your ammo to see how much ammo you have. You have to manually refill magazines.
Yeah.
If you played DayZ, it's kind of like DayZ.
Okay.
Like,
Have you ever
when it
been
comes
punched in
to
the face?
interacting with weapons? And stuff.
That's what it's
Oh
like.
yeah. Oh yeah, and now you have to like you have to be alive in a raid for a certain amount of time before you can leave and have your loot.
Yeah, it's fun.
So-
There's a certain challenge about it that you may or may not like.
I used to run in there and find something and then start getting shot at and be like, and just
Oh, dude,
scream
yeah,
my
I'd
whole way
be-
out.
I'd be
just
a
finding
fucking-
exits. Like,
I've been a
"Please, God."
rat.
You
I've been a
just
fucking
run.
rat so far.
Just
dude.
run.
So
And just like screaming, shitting myself.
So I count Onward as like a mix between Modern Warfare 2
Yeah.
multiplayer, where you have a certain amount of points to spend on weapons upgrades, stuff like that,
Yeah.
and similar to Counter Strike 2, because
Okay.
it only takes like 2 hits and you're dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you start firing a belt-fed weapon and you fire more than like 20 rounds, it starts. What's the name of it? Your vision closes in.
Tunnel vision.
Tunnel vision.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You start getting tunnel vision in the game, like everything blacks out except
Oh,
for
that's
what you
crazy.
see. When you get hit while you're shooting, tunnel vision almost instantly. You have almost no reference anywhere else. And that game, the only real part of it that I would pick apart is the graphics. The graphics aren't that great for
Yeah.
being a newer VR game, but at the same time, it's more of the full dive into, you don't know where anything is. You can't see enemies even when they shoot. And you pretty much have to guess and search the whole map looking for people.
Well, that sounds fun though, because like VR games
It's a
graphics aren't going to be good for a while.
No.
There's a whole reason that VR game graphics are shit, and it's because they're all the games have to be like arcade style. Because right now that's how VR is making its money, is through like these arcade vendor
Arcade games, yeah.
type things. Yeah. So the graphics are going to be shit for a while.
So
I can't wait till they start.
Well, I
I'll-
had the Oculus that came with my Samsung Galaxy thing.
Yeah.
And so I was playing that for a while, and so that's the only thing I have a reference. So I'm always like, well, I had fun with it, and I was like, yeah, this is cool, whatever. Flying, like the flying games are fun because you're like in the cockpit looking around or whatever. But like, I was like, is the Quest 2 like, how much better is the Quest to that? Like, you know,
All I played was the HTC Vive. That's what my brother had. I was able to play it through that.
If you guys have played the OG Oculus, it's pretty much exactly the same as that. It runs the same speed as the original Oculus did.
I think it's what my cousin has.
But it is completely independent. Like, all you need is Wi-Fi, and you can just sit there and game
Yeah.
online.
Oh yeah.
It's a gaming laptop compared to a complete PC console. Like,
well,
plugged in
the
that.
the only reason that I was looking at the Quest 2 was because you can connect it to your PC and do it both ways. But the fact that you can do wirelessly through your network to your PC, that's where I was like, what? That's fucking crazy. That's
pretty cool.
My brother-in-law has that set up on his, so we can get into his PC and play other
Like
games.
Steam
entirely.
VRs and stuff like that. Yeah, and that's why they were saying that you won't necessarily need the higher memory card one because you can just play the games off your PC.
Just a decent Wi-Fi signal is all you need, and even then, I don't have the max for this area.
Yeah.
We were still able to log into my brother-in-law's PC from I don't know, 8 miles away or so.
Hmm.
And I mean, yeah, it's not that far of a distance, but he has better Wi-Fi than I do, and his PC was running off that. Meanwhile, I'm running next to nothing in comparison.
Yeah.
Decent router is all you really need. And
I really want to try. There's a couple games I want to try. One is Ark, with Oculus, the VR, and then the other one is what's that space game? Fuck. Now I have to look it up real quick. I don't even remember.
Space game?
Yeah, it's like a.
There's a few.
I don't have it installed right now, but it's
The Star Wars game actually looks really good.
Elite Dangerous.
Oh, Elite
supports
Dangerous.
VR as well.
Yeah. I could see that being pretty good as a VR game.
Yeah, dude, I had 122 hours in that game.
I think I only got like 30, but yeah.
Dude, I'm about to probably play Arma later. This
got
guy
Arma.
named KarmaCut, he started a server. He found this mod called Liberation, and it's basically how it works is there's the whole fucking map, like Atlas or whatever the fuck, Altus or whatever the hell the fucking map is, and you start out it's PvE basically. So it's AI you're against, but you got to take back this entire fucking island, this map, this whole fucking continent slowly. So you go and literally set up like squads and shit like that and missions. And you guys got to move to locations and do operations to actually fucking
I'll play if
get
you're
these
gonna play,
places.
man. I'll play with you.
You got to download all the shit.
Doesn't it download automatically when you fucking?
No. You got to go to his Discord.
Oh damn.
Just go to KarmaCut's thing. But yeah, but like I was gonna play earlier, but I was waiting for my buddy Jack so we can play a way out. I wasn't sure when he was gonna be on, and I didn't want to go hop in there, end up getting serious with some people, and start an operation that was gonna last fucking 3 hours, 4 hours. So I was like, so he just streamed for like 4 hours. KarmaCut just streamed for 4 hours, but yeah, he took the whole map, and the server is on 24/7. It's a 24/7 nonstop like fucking take. And he's like, there's always people on like there to do operations and moving, and the AI basically like you can't be like killing civilians, you can't be blowing up too many buildings. Like the population will start getting pissed at you, and you'll have like fucking like rebel fighters spawning in areas that you've already taken. You gotta have
some cool mods, man. That's for sure.
Yeah, you gotta lead like supply. You gotta have like supply fucking convoys or fucking aircraft fucking running out to like supply locations. There's gas stations and foundries and shit like that to pick up supplies that are being made. Pick those supplies up and then take them back to one of the main bases and shit like that, and set up bases. And then you have to set up the bases in like whatever location you're looking for that you want. So it's pretty fucking crazy. So I was thinking maybe tonight I'll probably run through there and see like if I can chat with people or figure out like, you know, who to talk to and like get like just like be like, okay, cool, who am I joining, how to do this and shit.
Well, real quick, I'm gonna dip out of here.
All right, man.
Go lay down.
Thanks for
Alright,
stopping by.
Later, brother.
Oh yeah, man. I'll try to catch you guys next Friday.
All right, man. Later. Have a good
See
one.
ya.
I re-downloaded Arma like a couple weeks ago. I was messing around with it. I'm like, man, this game is so crazy. The controls and everything are so different from anything else.
I do not have Ghost in Steam. How has that happened?
Just add me. What other games do I got? Yeah, I've been like trying to find some new games to play. That's why I re-downloaded Arma again. But I had to go through the whole learning thing. I'm like, man, there's so much to learn in Arma.
There's still more to learn with the mods and shit like that.
Arma is hella fun though, especially when you play with people.
Yeah, I would watch KarmaCut. He has a video about it. And then
Twitch
if you want,
or on YouTube.
YouTube. On
Karma
YouTube.
Cut?
Yeah, so K Arma, and then K Arma cut with a K, I believe.
Oh, I spelled it wrong. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, Karma Cut.
Yeah, watch that guy. His
What
his
is it? The
last
most realistic.
Milsim.
Yeah, is that the one?
That's his live stream he just did right now. The video before that, his last video he made is about liberation, and he talks about it.
Oh, and then
but
how
he's
to
got
get it set up.
Well, not how to get it set up. He'll tell you like what the whole thing, the lowdown on liberation, and then you got to go to his Discord, and it'll be in the servers tab in his Discord about it. But yeah, I would say yeah, you're gonna need to download some shit. It's gonna take a fucking hot minute. So if anything, just download
I
shit
got
tonight.
gigabit internet, bro.
It's still got a lot of shit, brother. And then you gotta say, and then the video that he'll have on the servers tab, I think, or whatever, it'll tell you how to like make sure you're gonna need TeamSpeak as well.
Oh damn, easy.
To use
TeamSpeak.
You gotta use TeamSpeak for the Acre mod. Yeah, because TeamSpeak works for all that proximity chat and radio chatter. It's pretty set up, man.
I'll watch the
Acre is
video.
cool as fuck. Yeah,
That is funny that
Yeah.
works that way.
Yeah, because then what the way that mod works is like if you like it'll actually react to your terrain and stuff like that. So if you're in some shit cover like completely surrounded by like mountains and hills or trees and shit, your signal is gonna be weak and broken and shit like that.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. So like the farther away you are, like the less you can hear. And they have some mods too that's like you have little like little computers some motherfuckers would have. So you can like text chat other people. So if you're out of range with someone, you can shoot text messages to each other. And it's pretty kind of cool. It's pretty cool. He talks about some of that stuff, but there's a lot of shit that you learn in game. I don't know how else to like learn it in single player or some shit though.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was like, yeah, just hop in and someone will help you out after you're done with all that. So I might try to hop in, or I might try to see if I can get a crew going on in his Discord and see if anyone can just learn me up on all that. Yeah.
What's your Oh, I'll send you my friend code.
It's Ligma.
Adam. On Instagram.
I'll give you 3 guesses. as to
Sugan?
what mine is.
Sugan D's.
Yeah.
You ever seen that video? It's just that video of that guy dressed up as a doctor, like from like one of the Fiverr things. He's like Ligma balls, and then he like dabs every time. Suck my dick.
Hey, I found it. That was way easier. There you go.
Suck my dick.
All right, guys, I'm gonna head home.
All right, brother.
Nice to
Yeah.
meet you all.
All right, man. Thanks for hanging out.
Absolutely. I'll probably see about trying to do this again sometime.
Hell yeah.
We're here every Friday.
Good times.
Yep, sounds awesome to me.
This is what I do on Fridays.
Yeah, hang out,
Later, brother.
drink, and talk.
I don't usually blow. I exploded a breaker in my garage.
What?
Do that.
Yeah,
I did.
it was awesome.
It doesn't even work anymore.
Oh Lord.
I have no power in my garage right now.
Oh no. That's not good.
Right?
Walk your buddy to the door.
I know what you're doing this
All right,
weekend.
I'll be back.
All right. Yeah, I'm debating if I want to keep streaming and then do this, or if maybe I'll end up ending this stream and then trying to like see what's happening and if I can get things working or not, and then run it. But I'm not too sure. That motherfucker said those guys are crazy.
Did he?
I swear he's either great or crazy. I couldn't tell.
Either way, it's a compliment.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'll probably end the stream for the night most likely, and then like try to do this Arma stuff, and then maybe just stream up while I'm running it. But I am unsure.
Oh, because you got to go through the setup process.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm set up. Everything I have should be good to go. I just need to talk to people and then like figure out like how to run things and figure out how to like even just like go to the whole point of like
It's almost
figure out who I'm gonna.
It's like RP almost, right?
Yeah. So it's serious fun. Seriously casual, that's what they say, I think. So,
Yeah.
but like you gotta go into like you gotta find a squad or from like the company to like join, and then like what position you can play as or whatever, like what they need you to do, and like.
Is this one of those
set
things
up.
where like you have to like play certain times and?
No. So this server is open 24/7, so you can just hop in whenever. It's just that when you go and do an operation, you know what I mean? Like you're gonna be in an operation
For a while.
for an hour or two, depending on
Yeah,
what
yeah.
it is. You know, obviously, if you go and you fucking die, then you're like, all right, guys, I'm heading out because you fucking died. It's cool. People just hop in and out.
Wait, if you die, you don't respawn?
I mean, you'll respawn, but you can. But I mean, you'll be back fucking 5,000 years away.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're not spawning back in with your team.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow.
So then you can, you guys can set up for another one, or you can be like, all right, guys, I'm hopping off. I gotta
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Yeah. Or I'd be like, I gotta take a dump. So
Interesting.
it's so
I'm gonna watch
and-
that
I'm-
video in a minute because that
yeah,
sounds
because I mean,
super cool.
because I mean, guys like the guys from like Shack Tack, like they'll have like operations set up, and it'll be like a cool like half a day or something like that. Not even half a day, but like 6 or so hours of them just like playing a whole mission, right? You die in those ones though. Like you die, so people just hang out and chat and watch stuff, or
Dude,
they
that's
won't. They
insane.
might not last that long, but think of like basically you're playing squad, and squad can have whole fucking matches last up to like 2 hours.
Yeah.
I know one squad match somehow like they made it last fucking longer than that.
By not dying.
But it's just either like they were dying, but they were also taking points and like getting getting their like tickets back and shit like that.
So you take over regions of the map? Is that?
Yeah. So the whole map. So you gotta take over the red spots, and you gotta tactically like move and figure out where your troops are at and all that stuff. And then you gotta make sure you do it with the like so that the civilians don't get pissed at you, because then rebels will spawn up behind you. They'll even plant IEDs, and they do have someone that's an overlord at least on. So like they'll keep it interesting during battles, but they'll also like they'll set things up if you're doing shit like war crimes.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
War crimes.
war crimes.
You're like, damn it, Bobby!
It's
Stop shooting
gonna
the
be me.
civilians.
It's gonna be me.
Stop shooting the civilians.
War crimes. I'm over there like.
Now
the
if
first
they
thing you-
had, the like after you get finished with a mission and you have to go through the whole what do you call it?
the after action report.
The trial, or what do you get? You get.
Oh, the war crime trials.
Yeah, war crime trials.
I swear, like as soon as I figure it out, I'm in the game and I have my squad and I meet them for the
one-
first time. I'm gonna be like Private Bourbano or Private Psycho Bobby, reporting for duty, ready to commit war crimes, sir.
The last time I really played Arma, it was like me, Derek, Arson, Ian 187, and them, and we were on this map where there was like drug dealers. So you had
Oh, yeah.
either you had to go like sell drugs and stuff and make money, and we were out like selling drugs, and then the police showed up and like raided the building we were in, and we all got arrested, and they all pulled us into the police department and started interrogating us and shit. I was like, what the fuck? This is crazy. That's what I was like, dude, Arma's nuts, man. They got all kinds of mods
Yeah,
on
it used,
there.
it used to be pretty sick back then with this fucking RP and shit like that.
I mean, they just keep updating this Arma, right? Essentially, they're not like making
Kinda,
a new
yeah.
one.
They at this point it's just the mods and stuff that get added to it, so the community is really like doing a lot of work.
Yeah.
And then
exactly.
Arma and then the devs for Arma are just basically making sure that these things are
Still
can
servers
keep
are
working.
up
Like
and
on their part that servers are working, that connection from everybody's private shit works, and then making sure that when these mods do come out, whatever on their end that they can do to make sure that they work, especially if they're like very helpful shit to them, then they'll make sure they can keep whatever they can compatible.
Yeah, that's what I was, like I was saying for that Valheim, whatever Valheim. I don't.
Very
I was,
easy. Very, doesn't need
I'm making
really,
it
fucking
complicated.
accentuate words. It's literally Valheim.
Anyways, like I played it for a little bit when it came out. Like the day that I came out, I was like, "Oh, sick! What's this?" I don't even know where I found it, and I started playing it, and then I was like, "Oh, this is so cool. It was all right."
Yeah.
But then like yesterday when we were playing with Arson and them, I was like, "Holy shit! This game is dope, man! You can do so much in this game." It's such a grindy game, though.
Oh yeah.
It is quite grindy, yeah.
I think it was only like 2 or 3 of us playing. I'm like, okay. When the first time I tried, I'm like, that's probably why I didn't like it so much. It was so hard to do anything with so little people. So.
Arson was playing Valheim.
Yeah, we were playing yesterday. It was his first time playing. We did pretty good.
That would be pretty fun.
Yeah, it was.
I haven't hung out with Arson in forever.
There's still people playing that. I might looking for group these guys in this thing and just chat. Just be like, hey, I'm new. Just want to figure out.
Oh,
how
you
to
on
set things
Discord?
up."
On their Discord?
I have their Discord open and shit like that. Looking more into wish more program like Stack Up exists. What? Looking more into what real good thing people do for people that serve. Yeah, they do. They're good. They're real good people for sure. That's why I set up their thing every year and I just leave it. I hit my goal. I try to hit my goal of like True 50 like every time. You know, so that's how it goes. And then since I just started, it's early, and I was like, well, fuck it, we'll just keep putting the goal up more every time, and just
Moving, yeah.
see that, yeah. Because like, I mean, Yoshiko, you know me, like I don't, I'm not too big. Like, if someone wants to, tip me, I guess, like I'm cool with that. Like it's whatever, but not, it's I appreciate it's I'm very appreciative when it happens, but I'm not here for the money. I'm here to have a good time. I'm here just to party and display my helmets in the dark. When the sun is out, you can
get
see
some
them.
LEDs back there. That's what you need. Just
Right
get
up here, I'm thinking I should, but
get some LED
You should
strips.
underglow your helmets.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Inside, put an LED.
that might work, because you'd have the purple coming out of that though, and then you'd have the yellow, green, gold shit happening in this one, and
That'd be pretty cool.
that might be cool.
You might,
find
just
a light.
buy,
I think
buy
that
a
would
little
work.
light.
You just gotta buy like a little fucking light to turn on under there. That'd be cool.
Oh, all right.
You're enough.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna jump off here. I'm
All
gonna
right,
watch those videos. Probably play some video games. I don't know what yet.
Yeah, just big chill. Yeah, I'll probably stay on stream for a little bit longer just to chat, listen to some music, hang, and then I'll hop off. But I'm gonna try to figure out what I'm gonna do.
I gotta go buy a new breaker tomorrow.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got.
Jesus, how many IPAs do you have there, bro?
7.
Damn, 7 IPAs.
But yeah, I broke the breaker in my garage.
Brother.
Like, I gotta replace that tomorrow.
God.
That's hilarious.
Motherfucker.
How did you do it?
Well, I was so I found an LED strip when I was cleaning up one of the benches in the garage, and I'm like, oh, does this thing work? So I plugged it in to turn it on and see if it worked, but I guess it had 2 wires that were short circuited.
Oh.
So I plug it in, and it's like this huge spark comes out, and everything in the garage just goes dead. And I'm like, what the heck?
Damn.
I go over, I reset the breaker, and nothing comes back.
Damn.
There's like no power in the garage right now.
You got a whole new breaker for the garage.
So
Pull that bitch.
I gotta replace the breaker.
Man.
It's only like $20,